Happy Friday, everybody. What is going on? Welcome back to another live stream. We are back, and man, big day today. We've got a huge Shiba Inu coin space today over on X. You can listen live here. We're going to be live here for the next 3 hours right here on YouTube and on X. We do this every Monday through Friday. Most of the time we go live for an hour before, as long as I'm able to do so. But guys, I think we're gearing up. I think we're getting ready for a big altcoin push, and it's a good time to be in the markets. I'm feeling great today. Finally got some good sleep. I've been up late with, we've had some new launches this week. It's been a great week for me in terms of trading, just keeping me really busy right now because there are some really volatile altcoins right now. I know things haven't really moved quite a bit, but there's still quite a bit of volatility, especially we're getting some nice bounces on some bottoms here recently with the market pulling back a little bit. So I've been playing, some nice trades, and we had a new launch yesterday, LTD, which is kind of within the Shib. It's not an official Shib token or anything like that, but it is kind of part of the, it's backed by a lot of Shib people. So we had that launch yesterday. I was trading like crazy during that, and it's just a great time right now. And here's the thing. It's only going to get better as retail comes back in, right? I mean, we're sitting here today taking a look at, the price of Shib, for example. I mean, sitting here at 14.18 right now. We were at, 404 back in March. Think about that. We were at 404 back in March. Right now, 4014. And sentiment is not necessarily bad, but it's not good. It's kind of somewhere in between. And this is this is my favorite time in the market to accumulate the assets that I really want to crush it with over the next 6 to 8 and maybe even 12 months, depending how long this bull run lasts, right? I'm looking at this as an awesome opportunity for us to accumulate our favorite assets right now, as buyers and sellers kind of, meet in the middle a little bit. They kind of just say, okay, hey, we're exhausted here. We're tired. We're not going to swing the prices one way or another here all that much, which is, in my estimation, again, a great time for you to accumulate, for us to accumulate as investors. So let's see who we got in the chat. We got Granger Laird. What's going on, man? How we doing? Hey, Zach, Dr. Crypto Man here. Great to see you on YouTube. Dr. Crypto, what's up, man? I know you're always with us over on the X space, so appreciate you, bro. Thanks for finding us here on YouTube too, man. And you know the drill. We'll be live with our Crypto Breakfast Club at 9:30. We're doing a full breakdown of the Shib ecosystem. And a lot of the people know kind of what is what with Shib, but I kind of want to, bring a lot of people up and get their thoughts and their opinions on kind of where we are right now with Shib. So this is coming up at 9:30. We've already got a lot of people interested or showing interest that they're coming. I've been blasting out, this link to as many people as I can yesterday and the day before. So if you guys would want to help us out, go ahead and retweet this if you could. It's my pinned tweet right now. Go ahead and retweet that. Spread the word out there. Also, retweet the live stream here. We are live right here on X, too. So, but yeah, I mean, this is, I think, the calm before the storm. This is what we've been saying. It's how we've been breaking things down. And I really think that is the best way to kind of understand the markets right now. And here's another way to look at it. Fear and Greed Index, right? This is just a simple tool that we can use. But it actually tells us a lot about where the market is and about where the potential is for, the market in the next, several months. So why am I bullish then? Well, it's the fact that Bitcoin's, hovering around 60,000 and, we literally just came out of the fear range on the Fear and Greed Index. We literally just came out of the fear zone and barely into the neutral with Bitcoin at 60K. Think about that. And, there's a lot of things lining up for us in terms of the election. We've seen crypto pump post-election quite a bit. We also just have Q4 coming, which Q4 is usually a great time for the markets in terms of, the stock market and crypto. Q4 and Q1, guys, are usually the money-making quarters for people in the markets, both stocks and crypto. And, if we just believe in the 4-year cycle in terms of just trust the process metric, we're heading in the right direction too. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited about where we are. I think there's just a ton of opportunities in the market right now. If we quickly go through some of the alts right now, and I'll give you kind of, a breakdown on where my thoughts are right now. And if you guys have questions, definitely light them up in the chat. Also, if you're on YouTube, make sure you smash the like button, ring the notification bell. Not only just subscribe, but ring the notification bell so you know when we go live, when we're putting out content. We got people coming in from Texas. Nice. Scott's in the house. Can Shiba do it in 2025? Please say yes. I think so. Yes, I think so. 2024 and 2025 should be a good time. Most of 2025 should be a good time for the market, I think, in general. So I think Shib will come up when Ethereum starts to pump. That's really what it comes down to. Shib's going to move when Ethereum starts to move. We can't be in this Bitcoin dominant spot forever, where Bitcoin is the only thing that's basically capturing all the capital. We need retail to come in, but we also need a rotation and risk on environments. We're going to have a potential Fed rate cut, which also should turn the risk button on, if you will, should flip the switch for risk on. When we start to see tech stocks move up significantly, when we start to see a lot of capital flow into tech, usually there's a spillover there into crypto. And I do think we're going to get that as they turn the money printers back on, as we, get more clarity and certainty in the markets. Markets don't like uncertainty. That's the one thing we know. And right now with an election pending in the United States, there's a lot of uncertainty there. There's a lot of uncertainty. And I think that's kind of why we're at a stalemate right now. I think it's just as simple as that. And there's, not a ton of liquidity. People kind of playing the wait and see approach. Bitcoin's been very range bound. The market's been very range bound, up, down, 1%, 2%, 3%, nothing crazy. After we did have a big flush to start the month of August. We had a big flush out in August. We actually had a really good July, much better July than most people were anticipating, including myself. And then, we had to correct a little bit, I think, in August, and we have. And now we're heading into September. Sunday we'll be heading into September, and that's the start to Q4. That's the start to Q4. So let's see. What do I think about Jasmine? I like it. I like it. I think Jasmine's an interesting play for sure. A lot of upside, big community. They crushed it last cycle. If they deliver on some of the things they're trying to do in the IoT space, Internet of Things space, there's a lot of upside there for Jasmine. I've got a good sized position. I'm not going like all in per se, but it is definitely an altcoin. Like, I would say it's like a tier B altcoin for me, position wise. It's not a tier A, but it's a tier B, where I've got a healthy amount, and if it does some tremendous things, I'm gonna reap the rewards, and I'm very, very happy to have it, because I feel confident. I feel confident in Jasmine. Zach, what do you think of the typical crappy September for crypto? Are we in for another one? Well, yeah, September's usually kind of the last month as we kind of build up to October, right, or Uptober as it's known by some in the markets. But September could be, I think, decent this year, simply because August has been so rough and rugged. I think September could be kind of interesting. That's just my early... And again, the rate cuts, Fed rate cuts, right? So, inflation report just hit. Check it out. Yeah, I knew that data was coming in. Let's see. So, CPI data. Okay, so today's CPI data by Truflation, 1.50%, 3.21% in the UK, 232% in Israel, which is crazy. July PCE inflation, the Fed's preferred inflation measure, was 2.5% below expectations of 2.6. Core PCE inflation was 2.6, below expectations of 2.7. Both headline and core PCE inflation were flat compared to June. A September rate cut is on the way. So there you go, right? A September rate cut is on the way. And I think I'm even going to change the title of this live stream. What do you guys think? Let's see here. Let's see. Major crypto news. September rate cuts are coming. I wonder if that changes things. Okay, that should, right? Let's see here. Bang, bang. I think it should. Yeah, I think that's good to kind of post that up there. Good morning, everybody. By the way, if you're just popping in here, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up? Okay. All right, we'll leave that be. We'll leave that be. It might have changed on my back end. I don't know. That's fine. But yeah, we're here to talk about altcoins because that's really what we're waiting for, right? I mean, that's what we want. Altcoin season. That's where the big gains are had. You store your wealth in Bitcoin. You store your wealth in Ethereum. You make your bread with altcoins. So that's pretty good inflation data coming in here. What about BTC for today? Let's take a look at Bitcoin here. Let's see here. I mean, we're very range bound right now on Bitcoin. I mean, we're kind of toward the bottom. We're kind of near this bottom that we hit back in May. I mean, we've certainly went lower than this a couple different times, but we had the flush down to 49K. Since then, though, it's been a nice tick upwards. I think Bitcoin's showing some nice strength right now, honestly. Last couple days here, we got up over 61 yesterday. Came back down. Closing over 61 is going to be a big deal for us. That would kind of solidify the uptrend if we can close above 61. Like yesterday, we got up there and then got rejected pretty hard. You know, so if you look at the last month here, you know, we were up here for a little bit 4 or 5 days ago. Just couldn't stay there for more than a couple days, you know. But overall, guys, I think we're still in a really nice spot. I mean, this is the 1-year chart when you really zoom out on Bitcoin, okay? I mean, a lot of sideways action the last 6 months. A lot of sideways action. What's your opinion on Render? Like it a lot. Actually been adding to some AI positions. Injective and Render, two of my favorite. Tau as well. What do you think about dogs? Dude, I freaking missed it, Kevin. I missed the run-up, and I'm not going to chase the green candles. You know what I mean? I just have a rule. I don't chase green candles. I just don't do it. And it bit me in the ass with Ton. It bit me in the ass with a couple meme coins too. But more often than not, you get wrecked when you chase. You know, when you chase green candles. So I'm not going to chase it. I know Dogs has been crushing it. Hey, and shout out to everybody making money on it. Hey, I'm not hating. I love it. You know what I mean? I think it's awesome. Let's see what else we got here. January, March Q1, September, December Q4. Jeffrey, what's up, man? Smash that like button, everyone. Yeah, y'all know the drill. Let's take a look at some of our top news here. So a buddy of mine put out this new app. It's called Max Data app. Man, it's super cool. So they got a news tab here. It's just maxdata.app. So I've been using this for price, just some better understanding of price, but I really like their news tab. I'm still trying to figure out how to use all this. Let's see. World news. There we go. And you can filter it just on X, which is kind of sweet. So Dogecoin struggles to fight off competition from rival and yeah, I don't think so. And then you can actually sort it with just Twitter, which I kind of like, which is kind of cool. Show summary. U.S. national debt just hit 35.27 trillion, record high. That means 104,000 plus debt per U.S. citizen. U.S. pending home sales index plunges to record low. That's Reuters. China's listed property stocks went wild today. What's this say? Market worries over SEC appeal push XRP below 56 cents. Where is XRP today? Let's see. No, that's right at 56. We've been range bound with XRP, 56 to 61. Been very range bound. I mean, nothing's really brewing here. And I don't think XRP is going to move at all until we have full clarity there. August 7th. Keep in mind, I did make a video about this yesterday. The Ripple Swell event is scheduled for October 15th and 16th in Miami. Might try to make my way out there. I've never been to a XRP Ripple Swell event, but I know a lot of people go. That's in Miami this year in October. They're having it at Fahina, too, which is an unbelievable hotel in Miami if you've ever had a chance to go there. It's sick. The Fahina in Miami. Have you guys ever seen this? If you guys have ever seen, never seen this place, I know Mars probably seen this place. I'm definitely spelling it wrong. Yeah, that's how you spell it. F-A. How do you spell it? F-A-E-N-A. Yeah, this place is dope. Unbelievable, actually. Pretty sick. This place is wild. Super sick. Yep. But anyway, that's coming up. So that could be a nice catalyst for XRP. You know, Ripple's swell events are usually well attended with some really key figures. I don't know if you guys saw this. Let's see. If we just go to Ripple's page, they actually just tweeted about this, I think, like 2 days ago or something. We could see kind of some of the top people getting ready to speak there. There's some big names. Here it is. So Brad Garlinghouse is speaking, of course. Superintendent Adrian Harris from the New York, I don't know what that acronym stands for, but NYDFS supervises and regulates the activities of insurance companies, banks, and other financial institutions in the New York State. The superintendent of that organization. And this is what I mean. If these people are actually going to this event, and people still like FUD Ripple and XRP as like this, it's all phony baloney, it's like fake, it's this and that. Guys, why would Adrian Harris, superintendent of this organization, be going there? Why would Sheila Blair, the former chair of FDIC and founding chair of the Systematic Risk Council, be going? Why would the global head of blockchain and digital assets at BBVA, Francisco Maroto, go? Why would Philip Martin, chief security officer of Coinbase, go? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of substance here, and people just look past all this because they love to throw shade and throw shit at XRP from a price standpoint. But this is a long-term play. Like, this is what I'm always trying to tell people. Like, this is not a, phony asset. This thing's been around since 2012, guys, with substance. With substance. It's legit. Altcoin season index chart is a great tool to use, and we are way off. We are way off altcoin season. Aussie crypto, where do you find that? Where do you see that? HBAR's just been very, very slow. It's been very, very slow. But so has the entire altcoin market. You know what I mean? Everything's been slow in the altcoin market. So HBAR's not any different here. Great concept, great adoption, absolutely horrible investment nonetheless. You mean from a tokenomics standpoint? I mean, there are some questions about that. I'm really kicking myself for not buying Bitcoin when it was down to 16K. Summers, I hear you, man. Hey, that's a pretty cool picture you got there too. Summers and I met. We're from the same hometown, which is wild. But yeah, we just met recently. That's our picture right there. What's up, brother? Don't kick yourself about it. You can't go back into the past. All you could do is control what you do now. And I think this is why dollar cost averaging is so powerful, especially when it comes to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Again, they make up 70% of the market. I treat those two assets as completely different investment than anything else. I just buy and accumulate Bitcoin. And for the most part, Ethereum, but on lesser scale. But I've been buying Bitcoin every single day in small chunks and small doses since April 2022. Right? And it all works itself out. We don't fret or freak ourselves out with our 401k. We just contribute to it. And that's kind of how I feel about Bitcoin. Just contribute. Over time, it'll work its way out. I might be going to that swell event. Yeah. I'm going to look into it. I think it's like kind of an invite only thing. So I got to reach out to some people I know within the Ripple community to see if I can find my way in there. Yeah, the trading indicator, XT Algo, sure. I can give you a quick breakdown a little bit. So XT Algo, this is my trading indicator. There are links down below. So there are a couple different modes how you can use this. And that's momentum up, momentum down. And then there's also possible retracement down, possible retracement up. I walk you through how to use it. There's also a video on the website right here. It's about an 8-minute video that will break down, give you a little bit, but I give you even more. Once you decide to purchase, there's a 6 step-by-step tutorial, and I walk you through how to use this. So again, this product has been out for a year now. We've got hundreds of people signed up using it, absolutely loving XT Algo. So again, guys, if you're interested in getting a trading indicator, if you want to take this, crypto thing really serious, these prices are slashed too when you use the discount code linked down below. It's a 21% off coupon code. Instead of $47 a month, it's $37. You could try it for a little over $1 a day. And by the way, if you don't like it, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you basically try this for free, risk-free for 30 days, like $1 a day. And if you don't like it, we'll give you your money back, full refund, no questions asked. And we've got 24/7 support. Somebody will get back to you within 24 hours all the time through our email. You can contact us, by hitting the contact us down here. It'll revert you to an email option. I've got people on standby. They're helping you out. Any troubleshooting with problems or issues, because you do have to have a TradingView account. And again, I walk you through on all of that. So, JP, if you're interested in it, man, hop in. There's, again, 30-day money-back guarantee. What do you got to lose, right? I mean, we waste how much freaking money on this crap, right? I buy Starbucks coffee. But I wouldn't if I was broke. Don't be buying stuff you can't afford. I didn't buy Starbucks when I was broke, when I was on the come up, when I was trying to, get to the point where I can do this full time. And, yeah, you guys know how it goes. But sometimes I get in these Starbucks kicks, man. Save America USA, 4 days. Da-da-da. Are you going to Barcelona for the Web3 Congress? When is that, Barkoshi? Link above, bro. Okay. I don't see it, bro. I don't see it, Ozzy. That's cool, though. I'll find it. Yeah, to answer your question, Barkoshi, I don't know if I'm going to that one. November 17th? Okay, I'll put that on my radar. I know I've got one at the end of October I want to go to in Atlanta. It's more of a financial... It's people who just create financial content. Crypto, stocks, everything. I'm going to go to that one this year. But Singapore, Token 2049. I am going here. And this should be another epic one. So I went to Dubai back in April for Token 2049. Had a great experience out there. And now they're heading to Singapore on September 18th and 19th. So that should be a ton of fun. Should be a blast. I'm super pumped. Heading out there. Oh, look, Haktua girl, Haley Welsh is following them. She must be going there too. I can't decide. Is Haley Welsh getting into crypto now, or what is she doing? She says Queen of Memes, but I don't. Is she getting into crypto? I think she's like hinting at it. Is she going to become a meme coin degen or what? Token 2049 though, guys. Largest crypto event, world's largest crypto event. Again, Dubai was awesome. Aside from the storms, BitGet Global, title sponsor. Token 2049, one of the leading crypto exchanges. 25 million users globally. Crazy. OKX coming back as a title sponsor. Tickets nearly sold out. So if you guys are going to Singapore, let me know. I would love to meet up with you guys out there if you guys are heading to Singapore. Love to meet up with you guys out there. We are a half hour away from our show, by the way. Let's take a look at some of our meme coins. Sundog, we made a video on them yesterday, said that, hey, if this pattern kind of played out here like it did here, we could be pumping today, and that's exactly what we're doing. 2 days of red candles, 2 days of red candles. Maybe the start of a pump here on Sundog, as we're almost back up to 250 mil. What else we got here? APU, which I never invested in. Still 86 mil. It doesn't look terrible. It's hanging in there. 86 mil APU. It's up 7%. MSI trying to continue its bounce. Oh, it had a good candle working. Sold off a little bit. MSI. This is Pablo Crow's token. AMC, I'm still holding a few of these, just waiting for Roaring Kitty to come back. Bro, this thing pumped like crazy. When Roaring Kitty came back that first time, when was that? It was back in May. Yeah, when Roaring Kitty came back, this thing was out for a while, since January. This AMC on Solana, and then it just pumped to the absolute moon. I took some profits. I kept a moon bag just in case if he comes back and does something or says something crazy. I kept a little moon bag. It's under a mil now. So, I mean, it's a deep, deep flyer, but it's something to, you can look at it. Something, if you're interested in like a deep flyer, maybe throw like $100 at it or something. I don't know. Only if you're willing to do that. Entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. But GME is another one that I made a similar play on with that. I don't know if these political meme coins are going to, resurge, but I feel like they could. MAGA here, 34 mil on ETH. It's been consolidating, but it's been slowly coming up, trying to break loose here. It's up 3% today. The volume's still really good. Just under, 750K. That's still solid. I think as the election starts to heat up, we might see another, political meme coin run. We could. I thought it would last a little bit longer, but it feels like it's fallen out of favor a little bit. It's not to say it's over, though. I think we could see another surge. Barkoshi says, yeah, the one in Barcelona is being put out by the guy who put on Spain admin. Oh, okay. Xanders and Ragnar will be there? Just Google altcoin season index chart. All right, let's check it out. Is it altcoin season right now? Oh, yeah. I've seen this before. This is the one you're talking about, right, Ozzy? Yeah, I've seen this before. Bitcoin season still, right? Yeah, for sure. March, we got into a little bit of an altcoin season. But right now, it's Bitcoin season for sure. So how do we project, when we get there, right? Top 50 performance over the last season, last 90 days. Oh, this is interesting. Top 50 performance over the last 90 days. Tron leading the way. Up 40% the last 3 months. Caspa, love to see it because Cass is top 5 holding of mine, guys. I am so bullish on Caspa. I saw Travelod basically turned all of his Ethereum, like 150K worth, into Caspa. Bullish. I've got a big bag of Cass, man. I just think it lines up perfectly with the whole Bitcoin narrative and like what's the next Bitcoin? It's proof of work. Now they're bringing smart contracts and DeFi, similar to what Bitcoin is doing with their KRC20 initiative with Cass. You've got XMR, Aave, XRP, still up over 6%. I wanted to check one thing on XRP, actually. Let's see something real quick. Because I feel like our moving averages have changed a little bit with XRP's performance. Let's see here. Still in a nice uptrend here. XRP still looks pretty good. Man, this was a big pop. This is just a 5-minute chart, by the way. Let's go into the 1 day, though. Really zoom out. Yeah, see, as long as we control this line here, I mean, as long as we... This is kind of the demand zone right now. 56 cents. This is where buyers are coming in right here. Let's draw a line there, because lines are cool, right? All right, there we go. It's not a very good line, is it? Actually needs to be up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's really it. Where that blue line is, that's kind of our demand zone. We're like right on it right now. So, I mean, we look really good still. Now, our moving averages have flipped. We were in the buy zone for a while. Now, XRP's at the mercy of losing, some key levels. The last levels it's hanging on to, as long as we stay above this, we're okay. We can quickly flip these again. So, we're basically at a very pivotal point right now for XRP. It's not going to take much to flip all these buys because, look, I mean, our moving averages for 50, 30, 20, and 10 day They're all right in front of us. I mean, we're at 56.5 cents. They're all right here, 57, 58. I mean, they're all right here for the taking. But so is the other way. If we dip down below and start losing our 100-day or 200-day, which are very close to us right now, we could go back down under 50 cents. And you guys know if we go back down under 50 cents like we did back in here, this is a buy. This is a buy for me. That's going to trigger a buy for me. We scooped up some way back here at the beginning of July when we dipped down below 40 cents momentarily for a little while. That was a huge opportunity there. And XRP is an interesting one because it's not crazy volatile, but it is an interesting crypto to trade because the volume is really consistent and the support and resistance lines are very consistent. So I do like to trade Ripple too in separate bags. I've got a long-term hold bag, but I also like to trade it. But 56, this range right here is very important. Let's take a look at Shib. Same thing here with Shib. You know, we are on a little uptick here. But with Shib, like this demand zone, like right in here, like that 13 level, is pretty crucial for us that we stay above it. You know, if things start getting ugly here, if we break loose down below that 13, things start getting ugly. Short term, right? From a technicals, strong sell right now for Shib. Strong sell. So, I mean, we've been talking about this for a while now, but we need to break above that 16 level and keep it. We touched it a couple different times in the last month or so. Just haven't been able to stay above it. Over 500 people live with us. Welcome in. I know it's Friday. A lot of people are already looking forward to the weekend, but you guys know how it is. We're always grinding. We're here for you. If you guys haven't smashed the like button, haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys do. And consider ringing that notification bell, too, to let everybody know we're here and we're rocking with you guys. You know, as we head into the weekend, Bitcoin, 61K. That's our number. Got to get above 61 and hold it. And that'll keep our bullishness alive here for the month of September as we roll into September here. Morning, Oscar. How you doing, man? Shib Spain admin just waking up. I'm ready for October to May to see the sacrifice of building an amazing portfolio pay off. I love it, Joseph. I love that. Love that energy, man. Yeah, 100%, man. It's been a long bear market. We've been stacking our chips, waiting for this opportunity, bro. And I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Ready to reap the rewards for sure. Maybe closer to the election. Quick question. Wondering what the process of creating a token if you choose to. There's a lot of different ways. I mean, now they make it super easy with like pump.fun on Sol, and then Tron's got its Sun Pump. You can go to, honestly, a lot of these people, they go to Upwork and Fiverr and they get a contract built. They get a smart contract built, right? Roaring Kitty either got told to stop because he was really making GME go up and down, or he went broke for buying all those calls. Yeah, he's been quiet. He's been quiet. Okay. All right, let's see. If 75% of the top 50 coins perform better than Bitcoin over the last season, 90 days, it is altcoin season. Excluded from the top 50 are stable coins and asset-backed tokens. Got you. Got you. So we need 75% of the top 50 coins to perform better than Bitcoin. We're not there. BTC's right here, down 14% in the last 90 days. So yeah, I mean, it is still Bitcoin season for sure, right? In looking at this, slowly but surely, we've got a few outpacing. XRP, Aave, Cass, Tron, starting to outpace Bitcoin the last 90 days. We got quite a few here right on the cusp. Link's down 41% in the last 90 days. You know what else? Here's Shib down 45%, way down over here. This is also a good way to kind of look at the market from the standpoint of like what's undervalued right now. You know, Pepe's been crushed, HBAR's been crushed, GRT, WIF, Arbitrum. These are top 50 tokens, and again, they exclude. I like this. They exclude asset-backed tokens and stablecoins. But Shib is undervalued at this point. I mean, down 45% in the last 90 days. Same thing with Chainlink, 41%. Matic, 41%. Doge, 38%. ETH, down 35%. So we're definitely still waiting. We're definitely still waiting. Grand Rising, what's up? Panther Mirror, what's happening, bro? What's going on? What's going on? Let's see here. If I play a little music in the background... Well, I don't want to do that because we got the space coming up in 15 minutes. Guys, we got an epic Shiba Inu space coming up. It's going to be exciting. Hopefully you guys can join us. If you guys haven't, want to help us out, retweet this tweet for me. I'm going to retweet it right now because we are about 15 minutes away. Shiba Inu, full ecosystem breakdown. We're getting ready for 2+ hours of the Breakfast Club, guys, this morning. You guys know the drill. You guys can stay right here and listen in. If you're listening live on X, live on YouTube. Got 400 people live with us right now on X, and about 140 with us live on YouTube. So epic. It's going to be a fun one. This is going to be fun. Let's take a look. Is there anything else jumping out at us from a news standpoint? I don't think Ethereum struggling below 2,800. Let's see what this is about. Bitcoin's bullish data signals again. What are the expectations? So this particular analyst thinks after Labor Day we could see the market start to really rebound nice. Maybe it's boring until we get to that point. What's Michael Van de Pope saying? That's somebody who I always like to hear from. The bullish divergence on Ethereum is still active. I'd like to see 0.042 BTC hold for ETH, after which we should expect another upward push. ETF flows are stagnating and slightly turning positive. Green September coming up. So he's bullish here on September. Bitcoin still acting in between crucial levels. However, I suspect we'll be grinding upward after today's PCE data, which we just got, by the way, which did come back positive. July PCE inflation, if you guys are just checking in, the Fed's preferred inflation measure was 2.5%. That was below expectations of 2.6%, so that's good. Core PCE inflation was 2.6%. That also below expectation of 2.7%. Kobayashi letters never extremely like, this or that. They're basically saying, hey, September rate cut is on the way. Now, a lot of people think this is like an immediate bullish trigger. I don't think it's like that simple. I think over time, as we get into October, November, December, and they continue to cut rates, continue the money printers, then retail comes back, then we could see the market really react in a positive way. I don't think it's going to just be, oh my God, rate cut, boom, we go to the moon. You know what I mean? I don't think that's going to happen. But this is a positive. Post that link to the graph. This here. Here, I'll put this altcoin index down here for you guys if you want to check it out. Shout out to Ozzy, too, for letting us know about it. There you go. Right there. So what I'm looking at on screen's right there for you. If y'all want to check this out. This is actually very interesting. Top 50 performance over the last 90 days. So basically when this gets to a point where 75% of the top 50 perform better than Bitcoin in the last 90 days, it's altcoin season. We're nowhere near it, which is good because we have time. We have time to accumulate. Let's see. Cardano's getting ready for their big upgrade September 1st. Got a video coming out on that today. Yeah. We don't need none of that now. Man, gaming and Gala and all these top gaming tokens, they've just been drilled. They've been hit so hard. I do think we'll get a gaming pop, though, some point in the cycle. But RWA and AI is really where I'm focused in on. Let's see. Ponky's up slightly, 1%. Not much is... Okay, but Ponky looks really good here. Look at this, guys. This is a triple bottom on Ponky. Actually, quadruple... I mean, dude, this is a really nice setup on Ponky. Meme coin on Solana, guys. Take notes. Take notes here. We are bouncing off big-time support lines here. No matter what here, short-term move here on Ponky looks really bullish to the upside. All the way to at least about 35, 36 cents. So, look, as we speak, it's up to 30 cents. This could be a really interesting point here of there's a lot of demand that comes in here for Ponky. This is where we broke out from. This is the exact level where we came down our initial all-time high, and we came down, consolidated before shooting up to new all-time highs. We topped out at 70 cents. So a lot of buys coming into Ponky at this level makes a lot of sense. Interesting. Should I buy more Ponky here? Should I convert some Solana to Ponky? I think I just may. Let's see here. I've got a decent size position in Ponky, but yeah, I'm going to go in a little deeper here. I'm buying $1,000 of Ponky. All right. There we go. You watched it here first. Let's see how this goes. All right, there we go. R-Trade been bouncing too. This is in the RWA space. You're looking at R-Trade on your screen here. R-Trade, heavy into RWAs. Really interesting project. The marketplace for art real-world assets. First to tokenize a real Pablo Picasso artwork on Solana. Really interesting project. Talk about real-world use case. This is very, very interesting. And they're seeing some nice capital flow into their project right now. Volumes really, really picked up. Had a big day yesterday. It got up over 2 cents yesterday. We're right on the cusp of hitting into 2 cents again. 31 mil market cap. It shot all the way up to 10 cents. So it was basically a 5x from here. So we shot up to 150 was the top. But again, that was back in April. You know, March and April was kind of the first altcoin push of this cycle, but it was short-lived. A few weeks, really. I'm staying away from it, Dylan, personally. Listen, it might be okay. I've just been kind of jaded, man. I've been hit so hard on some of these VC-backed projects. But you never know. I mean, Have you heard only Floki news? Price dropped around 18%. Yeah, I did see it dropped. I don't think anything like necessarily was the reason for it or anything. Let's see. Actually, here, let's take a look at Floki on the charts. Did it like lose a crucial support or something? Let's see. Nah, it's still pretty range bound. I mean, this looks like the Shib chart. Really. I mean, all these meme coin charts kind of look the same. A lot of people trading here, you know. I don't think this is anything to worry about. You know, long term here. Floki's still set up pretty nicely here. It's had a really good run, too. I mean, if you look at it, when you zoom out, it's actually held up pretty well with the market. I mean, take a look. I mean, we're basically sitting, this is actually an interesting buying opportunity. This is our former support back in April. If we zoom in here, let's go to like I wish there was a 3-day. Can we do here, wait, where's a custom range? I guess we'll do a 1 week, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, this is, I think this is a time to accumulate. As long as we stay above, 10, we're okay. 11, 10 range. I mean, we're comfortably over 12 right now. As long as we hang out over, the 10 or 11. Now, it's strong sell on the technicals, but like this is short term more, right? Long term, we're not far away from our 200-day moving average at 15. And it won't take much to flip some of these smaller time frames. It's really set up very similar to Shib right now. Have you been looking ASO indicator, average sentiment oscillator? I'm no expert with indicators, but that shows little that Bitcoin could already be near the top. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, listen, indicators are just tools, and I think you got to take in a lot of data. Bitcoin, though, if you look at all the historical data points, where it peaks after the halving, like 400 some days, we're like halfway to that target. If you look at Bitcoin, what it does after elections, if you look at Bitcoin, what it does in Q4 and Q1 and some of the biggest months, let's take a look at this, actually. I still think Bitcoin is going to set new all-time highs. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. We could be wrong. Bitcoin historical performance by month. That's what we want. This is what we want. There's a lot of these charts out here. I think hopefully this is the one we want here. Let's see. We are 5 minutes away from starting the space, by the way, guys. We're going to get that rocking and rolling here. This isn't going to load for us or what? Oh, wait, here. Let's see. Monthly return. This is what we want. Yeah, this is the chart we want right here. Okay. So you guys can see here on average. So this chart to me gives us everything we need to know. Well, not everything, but you catch you're mopping what I'm spilling, right? You catch my drift here. Not everything we need to know, but shows us a lot. All right, so obviously January through December's here at the top. You guys can see what's going on. On average, the yearly gain is like the S&P 500, 13.76% on average. Now, take a look at October. Look at October. September has been a down month. August has been a flat month. I mean, we are flat right now in August, basically. We're not doing much of anything. August has been relatively flat. That's kind of aligns with where we are. July has been historically pretty good. We had a nice 3% move in July. So you could see Q1, look at February 2024 for Bitcoin. Look at February historically. 15% on average move upside, move to the upside. 9% in January average. 15, round up, say 15%. You could see like these summer months are usually kind of the boring months. So when we get to like June, July, August, September, this has been kind of the boring part of Bitcoin. More often than not. And it also depends on the cycles and things like that. I mean, it's the last few years though. Look at 2023 numbers, October. Look at 2021, 40%. 2020, 28%. Look at 2017, 48%. 2015, 32%. 2013, 48%. So the best month on average is November. Actually, I'm going to screenshot this, guys. Oh, download image. Would you look at that? This is a great tweet, isn't it? I don't want to do that. Here's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. This is actually a great thing to... Oh, shoot. We're 1 minute away. We got to start the Breakfast Club here. All right, hold on. Let me put this tweet out here. Bitcoin returns on a monthly basis since 2009. The best months for Bitcoin. So, number 1, November. Number 2, is October. No, number 2 is April. 3 is October. There we go. That's a good tweet. Don't you get that feeling sometimes when you know you made a good tweet? You're like, yeah. All right, we got to start the show. We are late. All right, guys, we're starting the Breakfast Club. Y'all know what that means. Let's get it. All right, y'all. I got to run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Harper's insane.
I hear a dog.
Hey, good morning, Zach.
Hey, what's up, Kevin? How you doing, man? Morning.
I'm doing good. I just wanted to quickly say to you that I was at the my daughter's gymnastics, and somehow I got on a topic of talking about crypto, and the dude was, I was like, hey, you know Zach, you follow Zach Humphries? Oh yeah, I love him. He's amazing. Blah blah blah. He was like, I watch all of his YouTube videos. Him and Austin, I was like, do you watch? He goes live every day from 8:30 to 9:30. That's where you're gonna get the best content of what he's doing. And then the Crypto Breakfast Club from 11:30, from 9:30 to 11:30. That's where you're gonna get a bunch of different perspectives of how everything goes with Cade and everybody. And but yeah, man, it was just crazy. Like he just talking to him, how he was just, like you were just the topic, and how you're just a real guy and you're pretty freaking awesome and you keep it real. And we appreciate that. Another question I had for you is did you and Austin kind of have a falling out? I mean, I know you guys were going live a lot and going back and forth, and now you guys just don't do a lot together anymore.
Yeah, no, first off, man, appreciate it. Means a lot, really does. Keeps me going, and I see a lot of people in here every day. You're one of them, Kevin. I always see down here. Ian is another one. So many people coming in here every day. And honestly, my goal with it, man, is just to foster a community. I don't have it all figured out. I rely on Zach for some things. I rely on other people to fill in the gaps. And I think the biggest thing about, like, being successful is, like, finding the right people who fill in your gaps and voids. And that's why I love, like, this environment, right? Because we all come together. And no, in terms of Austin, man, no, we're still tight, dude. I talk to him every single day. He just doesn't like to go live, bro. He's just, he's an older guy, so he's got a lot going on with his son, and he's traveling a lot. No, but Austin's one of my best friends, man. One of my best friends. And we talk all the time, bro. But, yeah, man, so 100%. Oscar, too. Oscar and I are heading out to Singapore for the conference. Coming up, Token 2049 next month. Yeah, man. So, no, all good, man. No beef. No beef between me and Austin at all. I'm going to tell him you said that, though. That's funny.
Yeah, no, I was just curious because, I know you guys there for a while. We're going kind of live once in a while together and stuff like that. And you guys you started going live. That's when you started kind of going live, is with more of Austin. You guys kind of came up a little bit together. But I appreciate all you guys, Zach from Subway, Paid, and Zach. Like I said, I've always been a big follower of yours, and I appreciate you. And it's kind of cool to hear, like, when I'm just talking about crypto, your name comes up. And it was just like, dang, that's pretty awesome. So,
no, that's super dope, man. Definitely humbled and grateful for it, and just just going to continue on the path, man, and just learn a little bit every day. And today's a big day, excuse me, for us, because wanted to talk about Shib. Just give a big breakdown. It's been a little while since we did kind of a specific topic for the space, and I think we'll probably do more of these. I know, Zach, you're deep into Shibarium, deep into the Shib ecosystem. Corrupt Funds up here, part of Shibarium. Wolf Tools is up here. Guys, if you want to come up, please do not hesitate. We'll rotate the stage, but I want to just kind of get people's thoughts on where we've been, how far we've come, what we're looking forward to here in this run, and some of the things that are happening in the ecosystem, and also, some of the changes that are happening. Recently Shytoshi and Call said that, they're basically going to turn the keys over to the community by the end of the year. That's a big change, a big shift. Somebody needs to mute their mic. Yeah, some big changes coming here in terms of that, and turning this thing into a fully decentralized ecosystem, right? Which I think is exciting. I think it's a good thing. I think there was some pushback, some blowback a little bit, but But I think it's a positive thing. I think this was the goal all along, right? To create a decentralized ecosystem where the community, fully is in charge. And so we've kind of finally got to that spot where I think, first Ryoshi stepped down and then Shytoshi and Call kind of brought us to this point. My big thing is, are we going to get some things that we're waiting for before they leave by the end of the year, right? Or is that going to be on us? Things like the burn portal, the automated burn portal. Now, I've been really adamant about this, and I think I would have liked to see the burn portal out right when Shibarium launched last August. Because think about this, we lost a year of automated burns, And again, I'm keeping it 100 here, guys. I'm not... One thing about me, and Kevin, it sounds like you already know that, I'm not like a hype guy to the moon, everything's great. I mean, listen, I'm a positive guy in nature, but I also am real. Like, I want to keep it 100, right? Like, there's some great things about Shib, but there have been some things where I'm like, this could have been done better. So, like, that's a big question. If somebody up here has an answer to that or knows, by the way, I tried to get Shytoshi in here. I messaged this out to, like, all the big dogs. We'll see if anybody comes in. But, like, that's a big question, right? Before they turn the keys over to the community, is that going to be addressed? Is the burn portal going to be in place? Are we going to get Shiba Swap back? What's happening with Treat? Is Treat going to launch before they leave? What's going on with the metaverse? Right? Is the metaverse going to still launch? And then, we can unpack these individually. I'm just brain dumping here, okay? Brain dumping here to start, and then I want to unpack all of this. The other thing is, I've been a huge proponent of the gaming side of things with Shib, and I know Shiba Eternity's out. That was kind of their first initiative. I would love, and again, I'm just an investor here. I'm just a dude. I don't have any say-so or power here. But soon we all will, because we'll all be in charge, right? But my thing with gaming is, instead of building out one game, I hope that the plan is here, to build out an ecosystem similar to what Gala or Beam or Mira has, or what's the other one that Paid mentioned the other day? I can't think of it. Basically, here's what I'm saying. Don't stop at just a game. Build out an ecosystem. Build out an entire platform where then the community can come in and build games on top of it. And I hope that's the angle. I would think it is, given, that they're trying to build a decentralized ecosystem where anybody can come in and build. That's the whole basis of Shibarium, right? So, but are they going to make that link before they leave, right? Are they going to link those sort of things? The metaverse, the gaming side, is the Treat token going to launch? Is the burn portal going to be in place? Shiba Swap. These are big questions, right? And I think they need to be addressed before we get there. Zach, you're laughing. I mean, what's up, bro? You disagree or agree or what?
Super
I agree. You know me, I'm crazy.
Superverse, yes, Kevin, 100%. Appreciate that, bro.
It'll all come to light, obviously. They're not going to leave without doing everything they said they're going to do. That'd be foolish. But they do have the Shib torch that's on Shibarium too. So, you can go in there and burn yourself. But, it's really the community. Like my token, Coyote, right? I built into my contract to burn Shib automatically. Like, I think if all projects burn, it will definitely help. It is not, people are like, Shytoshi, Cal, they all have to do everything. No, I think it's the community's job to do everything all together. They put stuff in place for people to kind of like a guide to go off of and build on, but it's really the projects that need to do it. That's my personal opinion. I think you're going to see some great stuff coming. I'm a huge fan of Shibarium, building on the chain. Obviously, everyone knows this. And Shibarium will have its time. Look at Solana. Now we're on to, what's the other one? I'm having a brain fart right now.
Tron? Are you talking about Tron?
Yeah, Tron. Yeah, Tron. Things do have their place, but it's going to come back to Shibarium 100%.
Well, it just shows the need. I agree with you like that. It's up to the communities, man. And I think I like that even more, that, they're laying down the infrastructure and leaving everything as it should be, and then giving the opportunity for builders to build. Like, get out of the way. We don't need a face. We don't need they want a decentralized, ungoverned body. And that's ultimately what they're giving. Like, they'll put out the platform and allow everybody to be able to build and put it on the communities if they want to show up and not show up. And it clearly shows that we are all showing up and ready to build.
I agree. I mean, Shib is the biggest ERC20 token out. It's not going anywhere. Everyone can try all they want to get close to it, but it's never going to happen. We're just all here to build on a great blockchain. I think the layer 3 is going to be epic. You know, security is huge, and in my point of view, so everything they're doing is leading up to greatness. You can't really look, 2 months down the road. You got to look 3 to 5 years down the road. And decentralized. Do you want to be decentralized, or do you want to be centralized? And for all of us, we should all be decentralized. 100%.
How many times do people think they're going to walk away, though? Like, they're not going to actually fully walk away. They just everybody says it, but you can't leave. It's that big. I'm not leaving. Always.
I agree. I still think there always needs to be a leader, no matter what, even if they hand it over. Someone still needs to run stuff and make sure things are going well. That's how projects succeed. Yeah, you need someone to kind of pull things back if things get out of whack. So I think they're going to build everything for the community, and they are giving everyone the tools. You just have to use them and do your own research. So by the end of 2024, I see big things coming. They are delivering on everything they say. It may not be when everyone wants it, like right now, but you got to look at the developer side. Things take time to build, and community feedback works. So I think releasing everything right away is foolish. I think they got to build it, see where trends are going, and stuff like that. That's just how big real businesses are run too. You can't just drop everything and see ya. No, you have to build accordingly. Things move, and see what projects will stay, who's building, where everyone wants to build, what they want to build, what is the most important thing. So that is my take on the whole like Shibarium, the ecosystem of that, kind of in a nutshell. We'll keep going, but I do want to say, if you come up as a speaker, please retweet the space, follow the host, co-host, all the speakers, great people up here, and I'm really excited about this space today, because I'm a Shib maxi. So I'll hand it over to Paid next because he's the co-host, and then back to Zach, and then we'll go from there.
Hold on, Paid. It's the man. It's the myth. It's the legend. It's the mouth. The fake American. It's PaidX. And I am going to I'm going to get off here and let everybody else speak now. Go get it, Paid.
Oh, we're talking about Shibarium today, and Shib, and the whole community. Shib, you have been accused by the tribunal of the Crypto Breakfast Club this year, 2024, of our Lord, to try to build the best ecosystem that has ever been seen in the crypto community. How does the Shib community plead? What's up, y'all? I'm just fucking around. Gotta liven it up a little bit. What's going on, y'all? I'm chilling. I'm over here eating a quiche, yelling into microphones, drinking energy drink. Interesting to see the takes on Shib, Shibarium, and all that stuff. But I'm more so listening to. I'm gonna kind of take a back seat on this one and let the Zachs ride this a little bit, because I'm not the most knowledgeable on Shib. And you know what? We're not the most knowledgeable. You gotta listen to people who are more knowledgeable than you. If they want to talk about beautiful French women, I got you. Let me take the lead on that. But if we're gonna talk about Shib, Zach, y'all got that. I'll be over here eating a quiche.
Love it, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, for sure. I want to keep it moving here. Wolf Tools got his hand up there. Wolf Tools, what's up, man? What's on your mind within the Shib ecosystem right now, and where everything's at? Then we'll get over to, I think Crimson is next. So, Wolf Tools, what's up, man?
Hey, yeah, I just kind of want to add on what you and the other Zach and Krupp were pretty much saying is, Cal and Satoshi really gave us the foundation. Up top, I pinned a tweet from Lucy. She has a nice article talking about the Shib dev portal. So if you want to build on Shibarium, there's a nice set of tools there. Go check it out. And then back to the game side, yeah, there's like a big ecosystem. Up top, I also put Play with Shib. That's going to be the official game account for the Shib ecosystem. And then there's also Agent Shiboshi's out right now for Android phone users. So if you haven't checked that out, download it and play it. I have a little bit of criticism of it. I got to like level 20, but it is still a lot of fun, and it is in the beta still, so maybe my criticisms will go away. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing with it. It's a good time killer, I'll say that much. But yeah, big things coming with the Shib ecosystem. We got LTD up here, so love to see that. They had a big launch yesterday, so love to see them back here today to hear more all about that. So excited that we're talking about Shib today.
100%, bro. Let's get it. Let's get up over 100 people in this space, guys. What we need you to do is, I was going to say smash the like button. Dude, my YouTube brain, I can't shut it off. What we need you to do is, how do you do it here? Retweet my pinned tweet. I don't know. Throw it into Telegram. Just get more people.
We've been doing this for like, what,
Like,
5
subscribe,
months?
comment.
Like, subscribe,
Yeah,
comment.
we've been doing this for how long?
Wait, subscribe? You can't subscribe.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. You can't do that. You guys know. You guys know
You
how to
can't
get the
listen
word
to
out.
corrupt.
Hold on. Zach, people can subscribe to you.
Oh,
on
well,
here,
yes.
right?
Yeah. If you guys
Okay.
want to buy me a coffee per month and subscribe and get some alpha, yeah, definitely do that.
Yeah, but and then buy me a coffee. And then Zach doesn't need a coffee because he has a hotel and he can make his own damn coffee.
I drink water.
I drink water and coffee, though. You got to have both. Crimson, what's up? Good morning. I can't hear Crimson. Is she speaking?
Bro, Zach, you didn't even give her a second to
Oh,
speak.
okay. I saw her unmute. Go ahead,
You literally
Crimson.
were like this. Hold on. Here's a live reenactment, a replay.
Bro,
Hey,
chill.
we're gonna go to Kristen. Hey, Kristen, can you speak?
Instantly.
What?
Bro, chill. Hey, I'm
Can
on
you
one
hear
right
me
now. I got my caffeine kicking now.
Yeah,
Now
we
I'm
can
ready
hear
to
you.
go.
Okay, my mic is doing that stupid opposite day thing again, apparently.
That is so weird.
It's been
Yeah,
ongoing.
happened all day yesterday.
Are you on a Mac? Are you on a
No, it happened on my PC and it also happened on my freaking laptop yesterday too. And like the problem is that I join a space and then I don't know if I'm muted or not. And I'm like giving my dogs crap and whatever, and like because they're jumping on me and everyone can hear me and I don't know that they can hear me. It's just terrible. But yeah, what's up? So yeah, we had the LTD launch today. Yesterday. Oh my God, the days blended together. But yeah, it was insane. Like we had so much volume. I think we had we had over 2 million in volume. I don't know what it's at now in the last like hour or so. I haven't checked, but yeah, so like 24 hours, almost over 2 million. It's been one hell of a roller coaster. Like we had spaces yesterday, between Hero and I, like he's on the LTD account right now. We were just like constantly in spaces and Telegram voice chats and everywhere, working and shilling LTD and stuff like that. So Telegram went insane and I was trying to do a space at the same time and it was just like double duty. So yeah, it was really good though. And, thank you guys for swinging by yesterday on the space too, like after launch.
Anytime. Yeah, it was awesome. It was great. It was, like I said, it was one of the most successful launches I've seen, and not being a part of it, I know how much work goes on the back end, but it was seamless. It went off. There wasn't like a lot of FUD, all kinds of stuff. So it was pretty epic, honestly. So congratulations to you guys again. And the chart's looking good today, getting better. I see you got listed on exchange last night, correct?
Yeah,
I think I fell asleep.
Yeah, so Gate went live last night, I think at like 9 p.m. EST. So
Yep.
like less than 24 hours in launch, we had the first exchange up. So there's definitely a lot more that's coming in the next few days and weeks. And, you know, if you think about what we've done in less than 24 hours and even like prepping to build this, if you think about all that, like where we'll be like this time next year, like it's going to be insane. And I find like just with the Shib community, like I'm involved in other Shib projects, like K9 and stuff like that. And the communities in them, they're so strong and so insane. Just like, it's really like a cult following almost, to be honest. Like, they're so diehard about Shib and anything in the Shib ecosystem. So they always work really hard and they support it, and they're all really coming together for LTD. And that was the purpose of LTD, was to bring all of those different Shib ecosystem communities together in one. And it's definitely working out that way. So we're super happy about that.
That's awesome. And for anyone that's new in this space, you want to explain to them how LTD benefits Shibarium? Just a quick description.
I will pass that over to Hero because I have not had coffee yet.
I'm still going on the monster this morning as well. So I don't have quite the energy paid X has yet, but I'll get there.
I was up at 2 a.m. in Telegram. So
My energy levels are too high at all times. My brain is a caravan of craziness. So I doubt it. You can try though.
I bring it as well, but I did do probably 12 hours of speaking both the last 2 days, so I'm a little wrecked right now. But it's been a lot of fun. We had a great launch. It was a very, very smooth launch. It is a pre-sale launch, right? So the pre-sale meta happened where those pre-sales were happening and going crazy. Right now, the pre-sale meta is gone, right? Right now, when you have a pre-sale, you have a lot of pullback from those pre-sales. But the pre-sale funds were used. They were used to market. They were used to build. We already have our cross-chain staking just about ready. We already have the ad platform in design. The back end is already working. We've already had over 40 community partnerships. We already have Web 2 partnerships. We already have over high six figures in pre-booked ad revenue. I mean, really, it's all set up. Everything is set up. Everything is really ready. So now it's, get through launch. We got through launch. That was smooth. In fact, it happened 30 seconds before or a minute before, which never happens. And the launch was smooth. The Gate launch was very smooth. We are live on Gate. We also got spot listed on HGACESS yesterday. We're sitting at around 2.8 million volume, and that's with a tax token, which, a tax token having, that much volume is really tough. And it is a high tax to start. It will be getting lowered some today and eventually settling at 3.3 with the goal of eventually going to zero tax, because we want to be self-sustainable. But right now, that tax revenue is coming in, and the taxes are going into helping the ecosystem. 4% of the taxes are going to Shib burn. 10% is going into the cross-chain staking. Cross-chain meaning from Ethereum to Shibarium. Which will be launching again, hopefully within the next 10 days is the plan. It should be ready to go. And cross-chain to Shibarium is going to bring more TVL into Shibarium. 10% of the taxes that were collected yesterday and in the future of the project are going to go back into Shibarium. And we are going to have staking for K9 Finance available, for Shib available. And then we're also going to have a staking mechanism for travel rewards, travel vouchers, and that's going to be part of our Dream Travel, which has already booked revenue as well. So there's a lot going on, and also so there's going to be taxes going back to a Shib Builders Fund, which actually Sharby won the first Shib Builders Fund vote. And is going to be getting $5,000 to help build for Shibarium. And that Builders Fund is going to go back into the communities. And I really think what's different about LTD is, the living the dream, the thing, Shib Dream, right? Shib Dream's vision is really building around the Shib army, building up the Shib and Shibarium communities and working together. And that's why you'll see so many partnerships with every project that's building around Shib that's legit and working, because we want to build each other up. We want to work together. We want to be able to share the ad revenue together and market together and really, give back to the community. And, that's the vision behind the project. And, we are day one. Again, the pre-sale wallet thing, you have a lot of back and forth between buyers and sellers right now, but it's building, and now we're kind of settled and starting to move back up. And over time, if we're bringing in millions in revenue, our whole ecosystem is just going to thrive. And we already are seeing that ad revenue and the ad platform interest from Web 2 side, from Web 3 side. And it's a $600 billion a year digital advertising revenue. If we can capture, 0.5% of that, or 0.1% of that, we are doing fantastic. So it's a great start. And I do want to jump into the Shibarium talk as well, but I'll give some other airspace.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. See, and that's what I mean when I said that at the beginning, like, Shai and Cal and all them built Shibarium for projects to build on it. And I think it's everyone's job as project owners or projects to burn Shib. Now, I got a question for you, because mine is built in my contract automatically. I don't have to manually burn. Is the LTD one built into the smart contract, or is it a manual burn for Shib?
It's manual burn, but it is, it's pretty dedicated, right? I know Dream, even from the NFT collection, did some major burns from the NFT collection. I don't know the exact dollar amount, but it was a huge percent of the profits went into burning Shib. And I think it's something that when you burn Shib, it's great to be able to make a big burn and celebrate it, right? You market it and you push it out, and you make make some noise about, hey, we burn Shib, and then everybody else is like, hey, we should be burning Shib. So to be able to have that ability to make a big burn and celebrate it is something that I learned that from our Sharby days. Like if you don't have that big moment, sometimes it gets lost in the shuffle.
And that's where a project like Corrupt Fund comes in, That's where we're just right there waiting for you to help burn Shib. So, and I that's right, Cal. That's why I feel so good about Cal and Shaitoshi being able to walk away, because of communities like LTD. And there's a reason that they worked so hard with Dream to create LTD and make sure that this ecosystem can thrive and allow all of this opportunity and growth. So, shout out LTD, and super thankful to be a partner with them, truly.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's why I think it's a community effort. I'm sick of people hearing everyone going, Shai, Cal, when are you going to burn all the Shib? When are you going to... No, it's not their fucking job. It's the community's job and projects to burn it. That's it. Plain and simple. So I'm sick of hearing that. I just want to throw that out there. But we'll continue. I see we got Mars hand up. We'll go
one second, Zach, just to add into that. I just want to remind everyone, like, the burning of Shib wasn't even like Ryoshi's vision. That came from the community. So if the community really wants it, the community should build towards it. Sorry, Zach. Just wanted to get that out there.
No, that's perfect. That's a mic drop right there. 100%.
I'll add something
Start
there
pitching
too.
and do it.
I agree. Burning Shib's not the end all be all, but one of the things we have to look at here is, the supply is huge. So we need to reduce the supply. 100%. Just from a mathematics standpoint, if we want, to see the best price appreciation we could possibly see, and this is just going into it. Okay, Shib's going to go up when Ethereum goes up. Great. But there also are some things we can control within the ecosystem. And reducing the supply is something we can control. So Zach, what you've done building into the contract with the burn mechanism, I mean, if I had it my way, if I were like the ruler on the top of the mountain, every project on Shibarium has to build it into their contract. You want to be on Shibarium, you're going to burn Shib. I mean, I'm just a dude, though. I'm just an idiot. But that, to me, should be... It's just part of the process. I don't know. I mean, could be wrong. And here's the other thing, too. I mean, listen, guys, and I'm just going to keep it real. I mean, there's been a lot of hype built up about the built-in burn mechanism, right? And, like, we can't just talk about it and not do it. So you got to call a spade too, right? And again, guys, some people will say Zach's fudding Shib. Oh my God, Zach's a fudder. No, fuck off. Okay, I wouldn't be anything without Shib.
This guy's a fudder.
Yeah, I wouldn't be anything without Shib. I'm well aware, right? I mean, like, Shib literally allowed me to build a platform very early on, and then obviously, you know, I talk about all different things now. I'll never lose sight of that, but you also can't just be somebody who's just a hype man, you know? I mean, because nobody likes somebody who just doesn't call, you know, things for what they are. I mean, so that's one thing we got to get accomplished. We you know, imagine if we had that built-in burn mechanism, how much incentive there is then for a retail investor to go use Shibarium. Let's just call it what it is, guys. Unless you're deep in the weeds like Zach or LTD or Sharby building on Shibarium, the average Joe out there who's holding $500 worth of Shiba Inu, they don't really have an incentive right now to go to Shibarium. They would if every transaction burned Shib, though. And we lost a year since Shibarium's been live and doing that. So again, I'm just being real. Just giving you guys my honest, raw thoughts. If you don't like it, you don't have to.
Well, that's another thing, Zach, is like I think there's a lot of people like yourself that hold this position or are in this space, and you go into other, you know, ecosystems, and even like the people there that are influencing and, you know, kind of leading the market, they are there because of Shib. And so yeah. I think over time it'll just happen.
And I'm saying this because I care, guys. If I didn't give a shit, do you think I would be this emotional about it? No, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't say anything. So I'm saying it because I care. So it's coming from a place of like I want the best for us as a Shib community. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it
tough love.
I'm not saying it to like stir the pot or like if you guys know me and you've been around me and watched my videos for 3-4 years, like I'm not like a fucking stir the potter or like, you know, let me try to. You guys know. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. But
I like what you're cooking, brother. I like what you're cooking.
You know what I mean?
100%.
I totally agree on it though. Like if you're going to join the Shibarium ecosystem, then you need to have a way to help benefit the ecosystem as a whole.
Yes.
You can't just say you're on the Shib ecosystem just to get the help of the Shib army and all the people that come with it.
100%.
It needs to have a benefit towards the ecosystem as a whole to make it worth it for everybody.
Exactly.
But you're also right. You're also right. The chain launched. It was not fully developed, right? I mean, we didn't have. I mean, being with Sharby, you know, since the beginning, we didn't have documents to even build. We couldn't find a way to get an RPC. We had to reach out and investigate. And I mean, this Shib dev portal that just launched, I was so excited because we spent months and months trying to figure out how to even get set up. And there was no resources. There was nothing available. I mean, but if you look at chain history, look at Solana, right? Like, look at Solana 2.5 years ago. There was no infrastructure in place. There was nothing. They had NFTs, kind of like Shibarium. That was the thing that took off first. And now it took 2 more years. And finally, Solana, I mean, I would argue Solana's infrastructure still isn't as good as Shibarium's. It just has more volume. But you know, there is a structure in place and being put in place, and it's taken a year. But now we're in a spot where we're starting to see these big developments. And I see Buzz came up, you know, that's going to be big development next month. You know, LTD just launched. That AI just came over. You know, we're starting to see this movement, this transition. The Shib Torch is coming out or is out. Like all these things are happening. And I mean, there's a lot more happening that's even unreleased at this point, but it is happening. It just wasn't as fast as everybody wanted it to be.
But things take time to build, and I think people forget that everything that's great takes time. It needs to go through phases, working out kinks. Everyone wants everything right now. And then when they get it, they're like, what's next? But no, things take time. You have to build accordingly and do things correctly. If not, it's going to be a complete fucking craziness going on. And I like the way the team does everything. And on top of it, they deliver. Go back. They deliver everything they say. It may not be right now. It may be down the road, but they deliver. And that's the most important thing, is delivering. But let's get over to Crypto Breakfast Club.
I want to get to Mar, too. Mar's been waiting, too.
Wait, aren't we the Crypto Breakfast Club?
I think Shelby's on there. I think Shelby's on the account.
So,
I was like, why do you need to get over to us? We're talking now.
All right, so this is in from Coach George. So he wanted to make sure that y'all knew that Dream NFTs burned 1.1 billion Shib. And then Clifford has a question.
Somebody's got to mute their mic. Hold on real quick, Shelby. Somebody's got to mute. Shelby, mute, please. Thank you.
Okay. Clifford says the best price appreciation that can be created is through adoption. Do any of you burn fiat to increase value?
Yes. Hey, you don't do anything. What are you talking about?
No, he's 100% right. I don't burn my money.
I mean, we pay taxes, so it's going somewhere that's probably not going to be documented and disappear forever. So,
well, I mean, the government's the government. I mean, the Pentagon has a budget that you never know about.
But this is why the automated burn portal needs to be in place, because you don't have to, burn $100 of your money. It's just automatically done for you in small doses. And then it incentivizes people to use the chain, and you don't have to, hey, here's $500. I'm just going to throw it in the fire.
Yeah, definitely. And, that's why Wolf Tools, what we're doing is, if you trade on our platform, a percentage of the fees will go to buying and burning Shib. And we're even thinking about burning Bone, too.
I'm looking at Bone right now at 40 cents. It looks juicy. I know it's been kind of hovering here for a while. I'm actually looking at it right now on the daily. It's been caught here for a while. I like it. But anyway, let's get down to Mar, and then or Shelby. Shelby, did you have anything else?
No, that's the only questions that come in right now. But if anyone down there can't speak, go into our Telegram. The link is up top in the nest. Throw your comments, questions, concerns, whatever it is in there. I can get them to the team, and or just post it in the comment section, just at Crypto Breakfast Club.
Love it. Make sure you guys are following the Crypto Breakfast Club account too. Shelby's basically taken over the account, which huge shout out to her. Thanks so much for doing that. And now we actually can have content coming out on the Crypto Breakfast Club Twitter, because I was dropping the ball on that. I'll be the first one to tell you. So now Shelby's got that covered. So look out for a lot of great content coming there on the account there. And then definitely hop into the TG. We keep the conversations rolling. So when we're not live here, Monday through Friday, we're always talking crypto all the time in the Crypto Breakfast Club Telegram. So make sure you hop in there. Let's get to Mar.
Zach,
and
Zach, I have a quick question for LTD and some other people in Shib.
Can we put it on pause? Or is it something? Go ahead.
It's real quick, Zach. LTD, y'all launched yesterday. Are y'all going to do a giveaway for our community today on the show?
I got
Thank
you.
you.
You know what? Let me get back to you on that.
Okay.
I am not that guy. I am the speaker guy. But I can probably make something happen. Let me get back to you. That would actually. I will say yes, we will. Let me figure out what that is.
Yeah, normally it's like, follow the co-hosts, follow, your main page, and then, we'll do a Twitter pick or however you guys want to do it, and then you guys select a domination of what you want to give out. But always remember, fans of the Crypto Breakfast Club, we are always looking out for you. As always, you're welcome.
Okay, I know for sure that we can make that happen. So what I will do is I will give you 2 of the Shib Dream NFTs to give away if you follow all the co-hosts and retweet the space. So there will be 2 winners.
And you have to follow LTD also.
And follow LTD, yeah. That too.
You're welcome, Crypto Breakfast Club listeners. You're welcome.
All right,
I will
Paige, that
leave
was worth it.
You guys, because I have 1 million contests that are running around right now. So if you guys pick your winners and send me some wallets, I will make sure that they get out to them.
Beautiful.
Actually, one of the NFTs, one of the 3,333 is going to be worth $20,000 in bone. So that there's some big prizes coming out. So that the potential of that of those NFTs could be something even bigger.
And I'll gladly top that off by, if you join our Telegram, I will go ahead and give everybody who joins the Telegram, proves that they were here for the show, we'll tip them instantly with Corrupt Fund, Sharby, and multiple other projects on the Shibarium network.
It's called the snowball effect, people. It's called the snowball effect. All you got to do is push a little bit, make a little snow, push it down a mountain, and it builds. Hashtag, once again, you're welcome, everyone listening. Y'all better be following me. Y'all better.
You know what, Zach? Let's do a little bit of Coyote too. We're on Shibarium and we love LTD. Let's do this.
God damn! Someone owes me a soda. Someone owes me a drink.
So real quick, because we got a lot of giveaways run, I want to run all these giveaways on the Crypto Breakfast Club Twitter. Okay, so make sure you guys are following the Crypto Breakfast Club Twitter. We're going to do all the giveaways on that account. So run that account up. We got to get over 1,000 on that account. We're close. I know we can do it.
Let's go.
And Wolf Tools will donate. And Wolf Tools will donate 1 million wolves as well for the giveaway.
$1 million? Is that what you said?
$1 million?
No.
God damn.
No, 1 million wolves. 1 million
Oh,
wolves.
I heard dollars. I don't know.
And can you hear Sharby? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And if you drop in the Sharby Telegram and just prove you were here, screenshot, I will tip you with our Corrupt Fund bot some Sharby on Shibarium.
Look at that.
Guys, I'm taking full credit for all of this. I want someone to hit the round of applause button, because how many giveaways did I just start by saying the one thing?
Question: How do these tipping bots work? Because somebody tipped me Sharby. I think I hopped in the I don't even know how this works. How does this work? How do you know?
It's actually
Come join, brother. Let me walk you through it.
Wait. I don't know what's happening. There's so much happening. So it's kind of simple. What you do is you hit, like, if you're in the same Telegram, you have to get with Corrupt Fund bot at least, right? Because we use it a little bit for Cloverine. Small shout out there. But basically, you just type the username, type the how much you want to tip, and type what you want to tip. So you have those 3 things.
And then you just DM the bot.
Or you can DM the bot too. Or you can also burn that way too, guys. For the people who are considering, I want to burn my Shibarium or my Shib or whatever the fuck you want to burn. You just click, burn how much you want to burn and then what you're trying to burn. It's actually really easy. I'm going to give some credit to the Corrupt Fund. A little clap for you, because that shit does work very, very smoothly.
Nice.
And it's easy. You access it. You just DM the bot, and the bot will give you a seed or a key to import into your MetaMask, and then you have access to the funds on it. So it's super easy.
Yeah, and you can also send it from your wallet directly to that wallet, because it technically creates you a wallet, if I'm not mistaken, Corrupt Fund.
It creates your wallet, but we actually just implemented a /add feature, so you could even import your own wallet if you don't feel comfortable using ours. And we're working on a way to make it easier for instant withdrawals for you as well. So be sure if you have questions, feel free to ask anytime.
It's onboarding mechanism right there, Corrupt Fund.
Very true.
That. I mean, it creates wallets, creates volume on Shibarium. It's so epic, man. If you're not following him, I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, and we got to get to Mar. Oh, Shelby, go ahead.
I want to throw something out there. A question has come in on Telegram. If you guys could talk about Treat at some point during this show.
100%. Yeah, definitely want to get there. I've got a list of things too. So, yeah, 100%. Let's steer it back toward things within the ecosystem. Mar, I'm sure you got something, and then we'll get up to Buzz.
Zach. Oh, sorry, I didn't know if you were getting to me. I'm happy to wait. I just wanted to share the auto burns actually are live, and just wanted to go back to that discussion of like how we can increase it.
Gotcha. Yeah. Tell us more.
Yeah, like my pinned tweet there just shows the portal. So right now on Shibarium, like the bone is collected, put there. Anybody in the community can initiate that burn. But I think it's important to recognize that the thing that drives that volume, like right now, I think there's only 12 bone there to be initiated for a Shib burn. What drives that is people actually using the chain. Like if we look at the volumes on Shibarium, they're quite low, right? And the TVL is quite low. So the expectation of what people are thinking with a burn of like burning half the supply of Shib, you got to look at the market cap of Shib and like actually accrue those fees for people using the chain. So the product is live, but I think it's like, well, how do we actually make these meaningful burns and get people over there actually using it? I think is like the crux of the issue, right?
No, appreciate that, man. And thanks for bringing that to my attention. I didn't even know that it was actually out. So that's good. I mean, and that tells me that a lot of people don't know either. But no, appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think it certainly could be marketed better, right? Like, I think, like, I was listening in this conversation, it's like, I was like, oh gosh, like, people don't know that this is actually live. I mean, I'm not responsible for the marketing of this product or anything like that, but I think it's important for us to kind of like talk about like it is live, but clearly it's not doing the burns that people want. Like, I think like I was just digging while people were talking into the inception of Shibarium. I think it's over $1 million US that was burned through transactions, and then was kind of digging through Etherscan there. But that speaks a lot towards just as a community how we can actually talk about this, and is it even at a meaningful level yet where people are noticing it? And how do we actually get that to a meaningful level? I know from the canine perspective, like our goal has always been in recognizing the shortcomings of Shibarium being volume and TVL. And that's kind of the pain points that we want to try to solve by allowing people to do liquid staking, going over to Shibarium, creating a product that encourages people to compound for themselves every single day their earnings and kind of increase that transaction volume. But without transactions and volume happening on Shibarium, the burn is going to be minuscule. So it's now like that product is there, that auto burn is there, but it's like, how do we get people to actually know about it? And then how do we actually get those burns to be meaningful?
Yeah, volume is king. It brings everything. It brings everything. Volume brings builders. It brings more volume. It brings more projects. That's why, you know, it's so important to have that product and these products coming out and to bring TVL in.
Before we get to Mar, real quick, so let me just make sure I'm understanding. So if you transact on Shibarium anywhere, it burns Shib?
Yeah, so what happens is, I mean, I think it's, somebody can probably correct me on the exact percentage. I think it's something like 40% of your transaction fee. So say your transaction fee is $1, 40 cents goes into a pool. And that pool is at the link that I shared in the pinned tweet to this space here. And then anybody in the community, like as that bone kind of accumulates in that pool, can initiate the transaction to actually swap that bone for Shib, burn that Shib. And I actually just got a message on Telegram. It's 70% of the transaction fee, not 40. So 70% of the bone that you use for the transaction fee goes to a pool that eventually somebody can pay the gas fee to burn the Shib.
Well, shit, that's the incentive right there for the 1 million plus people who hold Shib. Like, that is the reason why we need to utilize Shibarium right there. Even if you're not a builder, if you're just a holder of Shib, there you go. Like now.
Yeah, I got a message. I mean, I get futters on Twitter all the time, right? But I saw a futter be like, "Well, couldn't I just send transactions back and forth on Shibarium all day? Like, what's the purpose of K9?" And it's like, yeah, like anybody can go over to Shibarium and just send transactions all day, spend bone, and the 70% of those fees are going to go to burning Shib. But the purpose of K9 was like, hey, let's create a system that is actually going to incentivize people to do transactions over there. But you're exactly right. Like, we need people to know about this and actually get over to Shibarium and use it. But it's this chicken and egg problem. why do people want to go over to Shibarium? Well, you need something to do, and typically TVL is like the leader in why people want to go over. Like if you look at traders, like why did people go over to Tron? Why do people go over to Base? It's like, well, they're following the money and they're following the products, right? So that's kind of been our thesis from the canine side, but the auto burn portal is there and it's working. And you can see like even right now, 12 bone have been accumulated in that, but it's now a matter of like, how do we make it so that these burns are meaningful so that we're having discussions like this? It's not, oh, it hasn't been out yet. It's like, well, how do we make it so it's actually material?
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's me. I didn't realize the Shib torch was the actual burn portal. I thought that was something separate.
No, you're good. I mean, I think this is like great feedback from the entire Shib community, right? It's like the nomenclature of like what we're calling certain products and like how we're making announcements, like as a community, like how do we make this more clear,
more streamlined? Yeah,
so, exactly. So like if you're not like, there's so many people in the Shib army, like you may own like you said, like $500 worth of Shib. Are they going to be digging through the many different like Twitter accounts that are out there to kind of see, oh, the Shib torch is auto burn? Probably not. Like, I mean, we know the attention economy in crypto, right? Like, how do we kind of get that out there in a better mechanism? And I think it's just good feedback for probably everyone here who's in the Shib army. Like when we're talking about it, being like, okay, ABC Shib torch equals this, and we need to kind of talk about that a little bit better, right? So I think it's on everyone and just a good learning experience to be like, okay, this narrative is clearly not getting through in the right way, but it's there, and we just got to figure out as a community, like, how do we make this material?
100% agree. And I think, you know, if you're in the space every day, it's like you're pulled in like 2,000 different directions all the time. So it's like it's so easy to miss it. I will say this, let's do more of this because I like coming in here and learning stuff. You know what I mean? I like kind of getting feedback, and I mean, so let's do more of these spaces that are kind of geared towards Shib and just kind of check-ins and things like this. We'll make it a point that the Breakfast Club does it more. I like it. I think we're going to be kind of doing more of these spaces that are kind of singularly focused to ecosystems, you know, that we care about and, you know, that our communities care about. So we'll be listening. I know Shib, you know, that's a no-brainer, you know, because I know there's a lot of people coming in here within the Shib community. So let's get down to Mar, and then I see you down there. Iceman, I just followed you back too, man. We'll get over to Iceman after Mar. Mar, what's up, bro?
And before we get to Mar, let's get to Mar. I got him.
Paid, I was going to say, bro, don't do it to him again.
Well, you know what? I got a giveaway too.
Oh, shit.
I actually have a Club 11 NFT, and I'm going to give it away to Paid if he stays quiet the whole space.
Bro, listen, I can close right now and have 35 tables.
You already lost.
Listen, I can have 35 tables right now, and I'll put it on the Breakfast Club credit card.
He
waited an hour to dig you.
He lost already. It didn't even take half a second. He already lost. You know
Bro,
how much
I don't need that NFT to get an 11.
Wow.
I know all the people there.
I bought a Club 11 NFT. Cost me $100,000, bro. $100,000. It ain't even worth $10,000 now. I was gonna give it to you, but you lost. That's it. You couldn't even. I'll give you a second chance. But yeah, Zach.
I don't want it.
You see, you lost already. I gave you a second chance, and you lost. But yeah, Zach, I'm gonna talk about LTD just for a few seconds. But first, if you guys look at the comment section, I posted a map of Africa and the whole ecosystem there of Bitcoin. I know I'm going away a little bit from Shib, but you could look at Bitcoin, how these people are building down there. It's just insane, you know? And just in the market with Bitcoin, man, I think it's scary right now. It's just trading around 59K. I mean, we don't know if there's going to be a falling knife or a God candle coming up. It's really crazy right now. And let me tell you, it's exciting. Whichever way it goes, it's still going to go up at the end, you know? But yeah, talking about LTD, you know, I went through hell today because, like, I woke up like at 6:30 in the morning, and I had my price point. You know, I didn't get into the pre-sale, but you know, I started learning more about the project. Some of my friends did too, and man, congratulations on the pre-sale. I mean, you gave an opportunity to people to, to go in there and actual fair launch. I've been involved in, I mean, I'm on a hot streak right now. I've been involved already in like 3 pre-sales, and it's all been like just these people collect all this money and the shit, they don't even put fucking $20,000 in liquidity, So, you know this, Zach.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Congratulations to being, man, this is what crypto should be. And, I'm a big fan of pre-sales, ICOs, IDOs, IEOs. Back in the days, this is what started me in crypto, and this is how it should be. This is how it should be, and I congratulate you on the pre-sale. Now, I'm not going to talk all positive because then I'll be fake. I am going to say one negative thing about your project. The one thing that it's fine. It's fine. It's nothing that bad. But if I was the owner of the project, I would have waited some time before listing the coin. I know you guys are big on volume. I'm big on volume too, but I would have waited some time to list, and I wouldn't go crazy with exchanges. Everyone here knows how I feel about exchanges, especially those multiple Chinese exchanges. But I would have waited a little bit for the exchange, let that crank it up, on the decentralized, and as you guys know what you're doing. But that would have been just me. Just wait a little bit, but. Anyways, I woke up early, I normally wake up at 8, but I woke up to 6:30, and I had my price point to get in, and I jumped into a big time trade yesterday on Caspa, and I'm here like, fuck, this is the price I want to get on an LTD in, and I had to fucking sell some of my Caspa, then move the Caspa to because I can't get into the exchange you guys are at, so I had to move Caspa into exchange, bridge it, jump into because I had no money to buy LTD. I was, all my money was in this trade, at least my free money, to jump on a trade or invest. So, yeah, man, I want to get in. This is the price I want to get in. So I'm excited at the price I got in. We're always planning of DCA, of course. But, yeah, man, great project and great launch. I was a little jealous because I'm like, shit, why didn't I get into the pre-sale this one, This could have broken my streak, but of getting wrecked in the last few pre-sales. And normally on pre-sales, people, when you get wrecked, it's because the team fucked you, period. If you see that they collected enough money because they did not put enough liquidity, they did not make it fair to the investors, And, yeah, man, just a great release. And one last thing, I know you have a vesting period. I don't know if you have this, but, man, those people that are vesting, come up with some, some free stuff for them, some NFTs, whatever it is. Those are the guys down there, holding the ground on that, on your project,
Yeah, you've been hanging out with us.
Thank you, and thanks for the points. I agree some myself on the centralized exchange. Listing on Gate was a little different than picking some of the other exchanges. So I know the team was super excited about Gate, and we were talking with Lightspeed last night, and he was saying, think of these exchanges as a moneymaker for your project to bring revenue back in and support the ecosystem. And I think that's the way, the experts on the team are approaching it. And I agree, you're vesting, your people that got in early, those are the people you want to reward. And LTD's just starting. It's building out. It's a revenue-based system, and I mean the whole goal is always going to be to reward the community, to reward the long-term investors. The people that got into pre-sale that are already selling or driving the price down. That's not the people that really the team is building for. So over time, the goal is to ensure everyone is happy that's invested, and I mean. I say that for the team from, knowing Dream and knowing the people behind the project. That is the intention. That is the goal. And they're going to do everything they can to make sure it happens. So thanks for the words, man.
No, and one thing I do want to say, sometimes even just vesting, if you're on a great project, sometimes just having your coins or tokens locked, vesting, that's the biggest gift you ever had. I was in a project that was down big time. You know, I started during the bear market, and I locked my tokens 1 year, one fucking year on staking, you know, and I was, you know, and all of a sudden when the staking was done, if I would have been staking, I probably would have sold that token. It was so frustrating. It was hard. And Zach knows about this project. This thing ended up doing like over 100x. And the biggest gift I got was locking my tokens and not being able to sell. You know, sometimes it's just like investing on something and you forget about it. Sometimes that's the best because you forget about it and then woo, one day you look at it like, holy shit, this thing. So investing, I always believed investing, you know, if the project, like they're building and they're not giving up on you, which I'm sure you guys are not and will not. But yeah, man. Other than that, I did get a little bit of a few gifts from that project, and yeah, man, I'm excited. And it seems like a very promising project, not from my side, but from my small team that looked at it and they're like, oh shit, and they just got into Shiba ecosystem because of this project, and then want to learn more about it and all the burning mechanism and all that stuff, you know.
You know, to Mars' point, I want to make sure this is a learning lesson, actually, because I'll just tell you guys from my experience with being a private investor in some of these. And a lot of these are like VC funded, like big projects, a lot of money behind it. I'll give you guys some breakdown, and then we'll get to, who is that? Iceman, and then I see Shelby's got her hand up on the Crypto Breakfast Club account. So I don't want to derail this too much. We'll bring this right back to Shib, the ecosystem, thoughts, all of that. But real quick to Mars' point, he's 100% right. You've got to be very selective when you start getting into these private investments, and you only learn this through getting wrecked, okay? Trust me. I've invested probably upwards to 50 grand in different projects in this past year. Now, it all comes down to the terms and conditions. If I'm putting 5 grand into something, it's not, and I believe in the project, I still want to get my basis back as quick as humanly possible because I want to de-risk. It's not to say I'm, don't believe in the project long term. I want to be able to get my basis back. So a lot of times they'll say, hey, this X amount of tokens will be available to you at TGE, which means at launch. You need to be able to kind of unpack that and say, is that going to be, you think, enough at TGE? Usually I'd say 20% or more is really good. If it's like 10% and then they give you a 1 month cliff where you don't get any of your tokens and then it's a 12-month vesting schedule after that, I mean, 12 months is an eternity in crypto, right? Let's just, again, be real here. Call a spade a spade. There's no guarantee that you're ever going to see that money you put in. And I know from experience, guys, trust me. Now, when it works well, it's great. Like if I can get my basis back, now I've got passive income for the next 12 months, right? Now I'm able to kind of stomach the volatility of that chart. I don't know if I'm speaking off on a tangent. Is this making sense, Zach, or am I like way out? This is hard to explain.
No, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I feel like everybody's just kind of like sitting there like, what the fuck's this guy talking about? It's hard for me to like break it down, but we'll leave it at that. But if you want to know more about that, we could talk more about that in the Telegram. Make sure you guys hop in the Crypto Breakfast Club Telegram, and this is where we can have these longer conversations. I want to keep this towards Shib though. Iceman, what's up, man? What's your question, thoughts? What do you got for us, brother?
Hey, hello, Zach. I'm from Dutch, and I want to be a little bit back to the core of Shibarium. This is why I'm gonna tell you. Shibarium is making by unification, and not everyone knows that. They build it together because of the security, the blockchain security, Web3, permissionless, and if we are taking a look at that, unification is a multi-chain token, and they are working on Cosmos. And because of that, the fees on Shibarium are very low. And I think that is the most important thing for Shibarium, that they have a low fee cost for trading. That in back of your mind, they do that with a thought, and they are very big together. Shibarium with 1.3 million people on Shib, I mean, if they are going to trade, and it will be, well, that if they think it will be, but they want to have them on board. And I think a lot of people don't know that Shibarium has a very, very, very low fees cost to transport your tokens and swap your tokens by a Shiba swap. I know in the early days, and that's about 5 years ago when I stepped into Shiba Inu, I bought Bone, a lot of it, and I had them on the Shiba swap, and I get a big reward. Now, I think, I don't know for sure, but it's not there yet, and they have to work on that. For the LTD token...
Real quick on that, right? How I understand that is the new rewards token is going to be Treat, which I know Shelby wants to get to that. I think we can get into that a little bit more.
Yeah, I know that. It was Bone, and it will be Treat.
Will be Treat,
yeah,
right.
Sure.
Go ahead.
True. But for the LTD token, I hope that you also thought about the fees that you're asking now for the selling and the buying and selling. Well, if you are on Shibarium, that will be a lot less. Is that a problem for you? Do you thought about it, or what else, or?
So the goal is to eventually go to Shibarium as well. The launch on Ethereum is to bring TVL into Shibarium. So the cross-chain staking, the ability to continue to build. I mean, everything that we do is really centralized around the Shibarium communities, the Shib ecosystem, and Shibarium, and bringing TVL in and really building up the communities there. So Shibarium is a main focus, and definitely launching on Shibarium is one of the goals.
Clear enough. Well, that's all I want to know. Yeah, for sure, from the LTD token. And yeah, what can I say? I know that if we are looking, then we have the layer 1, that is unification with Cosmos beneath it, or behind it. And the layer 2 is Shibarium. And well, everyone that can build and want to build on Shibarium is the layer 3. And I think it's a beautiful new blockchain for everyone. They can make a lot of noise, and I see Coach George. Yeah, Coach George. I have also an NFT in the Shiba metaverse. I love it. I think everyone can make something beautiful on Shibarium. Point.
Love it, man. Appreciate that, and feel free to stay up here. By the way, if you're somebody down in the audience who wants to come up, or if you're somebody listening on the live stream, either on X or YouTube, and you got something to say, hop over here on X, and we'll bring you right up. We got over 700 people listening live on other platforms, and then we've got pretty good base right here, 110 of us here. So awesome. Great turnout for a Friday. Usually Friday, people are checked out, especially with the long weekend. I know people are getting ready to start barbecuing, starting to pour some drinks, get some parties flowing, and go. I'm sure Mars getting all fired up down there in Miami.
Zach,
Sun's
you're literally
blazing.
just talking about yourself, bro.
Cheers, mate. Drinking beer.
I don't drink, Payne. I don't know about you, man. I don't drink.
Oh, definitely. Special beers only. Triple ones.
Let's get over to Shelby, and I do want to talk more about Treat. I think that's going to be an interesting conversation. I do want to get into the Treat conversation. I thought we might have got word on the Treat token this year at eToronto. I was hoping and praying, but Zach, I know we were laughing about that. I was hoping, man, that would have been sick. But I think we're going to get it before the end of the year, though, right? One would think. But we'll get to that, and we'll go to Shelby, and then we just got joined by In Russ We Trust too. We'll go to him next.
Yeah, no, thanks, Zach. Yeah, we have just shy of 800 people listening on both platforms, so definitely jump in our Telegram. If you're unable to talk, we can get your questions up here. From the Dark Shib, it's 70% of the Shibarium base fees burn Shib. The other 30% of the base fees goes to the validators and the maintenance of Shibarium. And he also says last year, around 1 million worth of Shib was burned manually from the Shibarium fees gathered. And then from Think, he wants to, when we do talk about Treat, please address the possible stealth launch aspect of the coin. Stealth launch is as decentralized as it gets.
Agreed, 100%. Be careful too, because there's been a lot of fake Treat tokens already launched in a quote unquote stealth way. So they're definitely trying to manipulate you there. I know Shy and company have had to kind of deter some of those contracts that were surfacing, and I think it was back when the market was ripping there in March and April, right? It was like, oh, Treat tokens out, and I'm sure some people got bamboozled on that deal. Like that word choice, Paid? You like that? You awake over there?
What the fuck?
I just front run. I
was chilling.
I knew you were gonna probably come in and say something like, "What kind of word is that?"
I was chilling, bro.
No, I'm just playing with you, bro. That's good stuff. Yeah, and definitely hop into our Telegram, guys, if you haven't already. Real quick tidbit, just from a macro standpoint, I just posted my tweet up there. Then we'll get over to Russ, get his thoughts on the Shib ecosystem right now and anything he's thinking about, and in particular, Treat token. I want to get into Treat. But real quick, obviously everything comes back to Bitcoin, right? Shib, Ethereum, all this stuff can't move without granddaddy Bitcoin. Guys, keep in mind, Bitcoin returns on a monthly basis since 2009. The best 3 months for Bitcoin over the years since 2009, in this order: November, April, October. November, April, October. We're getting ready for October, November here very, very soon. These are on average the biggest months for Bitcoin, and obviously then usually that capital flows into the altcoin market. So that should get us really excited, right? As Ethereum goes, then as Shib goes, right? Largest ERC20 token. We just need to see what happens here in Q4. I think we're in store for some fireworks for sure. But okay, looks like Russ dropped down. I was going to bring him up. Oh, he's coming back.
Yo, Zach, I have a quick question.
Back up.
Yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah. Go ahead,
you've seen that RFK dropped out and endorsed Trump, right? Everyone has seen that.
Yeah.
But have you seen that RFK has switched his platform? Like, he went from crypto heavy, and now he's like, make America healthy again. Like, he's on a whole different thing now. And I'm like, wait a second, what? I don't know if you guys saw that. Like, he posted a video of JFK talking back in the 60s and shit about how America needs to be healthy, and we had an obesity problem back then, but there was only 6% obese people, and now it's 54% obese or something like that. And I'm like, wait, you're not even talking about crypto anymore. What happened? And now he's on this whole
health
thing. So how do you feel that's going to affect going forward? Because a lot of people are behind him because of crypto.
How's that going to affect Shiba Inu?
No, how's that affect crypto in general?
I think it's totally. I don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole. I would love to unpack this, and I think we need a political space, crypto political space day. I think maybe Monday would be a good. Who knows? Someday next week we need a space dedicated to politics and crypto again, for sure. But I'll say this real quick. I think he's putting out that information. Well, okay. First and foremost, he's been very, very adamant with, how COVID was handled and his stance on vaccines and the links to autism. I mean, he's got some very opinionated thoughts on that. Not saying he's right or wrong. I mean, but he's done the research. I will give him that. And he's got his thoughts on that. So he's always been about that. I think he's always been about crypto too. I think he's just choosing to pick that narrative right now, right? Because it's just I think it speaks to more people. You know what I mean? Because it's as big as crypto's gotten, it's still pretty minute to the people who were all impacted by the recent pandemic, which is everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's just picking the spots there. But I think the crypto conversation will come back around, and I think it's bullish in terms of having him alongside Trump, just because he's been the most bullish crypto candidate through and through, over the years. But all right, let's get down to Russ. He came back up here. Russ, what's going on, man? What's your take right now on the market, Shib, ecosystem? What's happening, brother?
Hey, what's going on, Zach? Thanks for having me on. And if anybody's listening to Zach for the first time, we always give some of the best alpha in the industry. So, make it more of a routine. Appreciate it, my man. So let's get into that. I get a lot of people with the Shib burn. just getting the facts completely wrong. So let me clarify. There is a website called shibburn.io or .com. It's not in front of me, where you can track all of the birds that are going on in real time. Shib was not built with the inherent burn, or as people want to call it, a true burn. So that's why we manually burnt over $1 million worth of Shib last year. And that was the first year of Shibarium. So just do some simple math. And now all of our taxes are going to have some sort of implemented burn into it. And you take a look at what's happened already. And now you put in these true burn mechanisms. Within a couple of years, that's when Shib's really going to explode. The explosions that it's already had were based on a quadrillion coins out there. We're already down to like 437 trillion or something. Again, those are rough numbers, but pretty accurate at the same time. So yeah, I mean, Shib's just one of those ones you do not want to sell, because if you're in crypto, like most of us are, you're not in here to pay for a Starbucks. You're here to retire, and that's one of the few coins that I truly believe in long term could really do that for you. Now, Treat, very hot topic. Just like you, Zach, I thought it was going to come out in Toronto. I was kind of disappointed about that, but even Shai wouldn't tell any of us, but probably I heard he told Call, and they're still either figuring it out, or they've got something in mind. But we've been hearing about it for over a year now. It's going to be big. They did a $12.5 million raise for the pre-sale, so that gives you enough to stabilize the charts, really make an absolute monster token. Do not think that you're the first person to find out about it. It is a stealth launch, and we already lost a lot of money to people thinking that they found it. Okay. We've established that the first posts are going to be from the actual team Shib people, such as Lucy Shib, Sanders, Ragnar, myself, Neo. So you got to check our Twitters. It's worth the 30 seconds to go check our official Twitter accounts in Rust We Trust on Facebook for real posts, because we're not going to post unless we were 1,000,000% sure that that's the token. So, take that extra step to make sure your money's secure. But, I say this a lot, and with the market so terrible, I'm not really correct all the time here, but I seriously think that Treat has a really, really big upside to it. And, if you got into Leash or Bone when they launched, you could have made an absolute killing, 6 figures, 7 figures, depending on how much you put in. So, those are my updates. Like I said, appreciate you having me on here. And if anybody has any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them.
Love it. Russ, while we got you up here, and again, guys, if you guys don't know in Rust We Trust, make sure you guys give him a follow. He's been one of the founding fathers of the Shib ecosystem. He's been an OG in the space. I've had a chance to meet him. We've had some cabana time up at, what was that, in Austin? So that was awesome, bro. But, anything on the metaverse? Any update there on the metaverse?
I can find some. I'll talk to the people in charge of the meta for Shiba, and I was just never up until this point, really bullish on anything meta.
But that was going to be my next question. Do we even need it? Yeah. Is the metaverse real? I mean, because it was cool and all in 2021. Like, what is the metaverse? It's like we could have a bigger conversation about this. Like, what is it?
Well, yeah. So,
Zach, you sound like an old man discovering a cell phone for
Boomer.
the first time.
Call me Boomer Esiason. Yeah.
So, the metaverse was never supposed to be 1 million little metaverses because every coin made one. It was supposed to be one big thing, but there was really no way to do that because everyone is just and has been and will still be too greedy and wants it all to themselves. But, with Shibarium, they're going to be one of the biggest metaverses on the planet, and maybe down the road, all of the big ones will actually merge into one huge metaverse, which is what it was designed to be. But, think about it like online retail, taking retail to online. 15, 20 years ago, we were like, why would we ever even buy a shirt online? But that changed. How would I buy a car online? That changed. And with the metaverse, when I was talking with the Snoop Dogg camp, they're pumped about it. They've obviously got very big investments and, connections with that. But their whole point is somebody can buy a property next to, let's say, Snoop's online metaverse, and that's going to get traffic just like you would on your website to millions of people per day that see your sign next to Snoop Dogg's. So, it's your own little world. You're going to be able to do shopping, special experiences, bring, eBay and auctions and advertising and merchandise sales all into one place. So Metaverse is a great idea. It's just not there yet. It's kind of like the iPhone 2 for me right now. But I think that we're going to get there. I just don't know when. And until I'm really seeing some stuff out of, Shiba and some of the bigger metaverses, I don't think any of us are super liquid right now to take, big risks. And right now I think that's a longer term investment. But if it takes off, then, hey, this is the time to buy it cheap.
With you. Yeah, with you 100%. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I was so bullish on the metaverse and the whole idea of it. I think when it comes to gaming, that makes sense too, like a more immersive gaming environment. We've talked about Shib's gaming efforts, and they've actually updated us a little bit on that. I mean, of course, we've got Shiba Eternity. Do you know, Russ, or if anybody else wants to jump in on this, like, is the eventual goal to build kind of like a gaming ecosystem? Like, I know William Volk came on from Activision, which was a huge name. I met him out at Toronto last year. I think just the gaming side, if they could build out an entire ecosystem, talk about onboarding new people. Eventually, gaming.
It's not just gaming, Zach.
Yeah.
It's everything. It's the whole world. It becomes its own government, its own landmass. It becomes, a place for people to be and work and interact. We had the work from home. We had all of that during the pandemic. As this VR, AR, AI revolution takes off and where we head into the future, what you'll be able to do on the metaverse will, enact everything that you do in real life. So yeah, gaming, meeting up, hanging out, going to Club 11 with Mars Pass, doing those things, like it'll all be right there inside of the metaverse.
Listen. If you want to get into Club 11, just call me. You don't need his stupid for $100,000.
You blew your chance, Paid. You blew
If you want to go in, I'll get you in. I got a guy over there. Actually, I really do got a guy over there. No, you're joking.
And Zach, I kind of think about it like, gaming is going to be everywhere in the metaverse, but I think it's going to start dividing up into kind of like Westworld. If anybody saw Westworld, how you might even have just planets that are really dedicated to the absolute DJ and gamblers. Might have a planet just on, pay to play. But it's going to be everywhere. And gaming is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. A lot of money to be made in gaming. Yeah, I wish I understood it, but I'm just not a gamer. But I see the potential with gaming. Just like I do with buying the plots of land and intertwining, NFTs and coins and everything onto one super chain so that it's not as complicated. And before you know it, a 4-year-old's going to be able to do it and making tokens for just learning and playing children's games. And that'll be a way for these products to become available to people in poor areas and all over the world. So it's going to be a great impact. I just don't know how long it's going to take.
100%.
And my other question, Zach, hold on, I got one quick question. So my question on gaming is, we talked about this the other day. How is a game going to stay relevant within the ecosystem for a long time? Again, games die every day. Games get launched, and then, within 6 months, the player base drops like 70%, kind of like, a lot of cryptos do. So, like, how are you going to stay, not you, but, like, how is gaming in the Shib ecosystem going to stay relevant for a long time? Because if you look at the top games, over the last 10 years, there's only been probably 3 or 4 games that have stayed in the top 10, top 20, and then all the other games just cycle through. Because there's great games coming out all the time, but how is a game that's going to be dedicated on Shib, right, and Shibarium, going to last? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you answered your question a little bit there too with the marketing. Have the market share, how coins come and go. It's it's keeping the attention. I just want to say thank you guys for the space. Russ, go ahead, but I appreciate everything that you guys do. Zach, we need more of this space. This could go on for forever. So really appreciate it.
We were talking in the back channels just real quick, Paid, myself and Zach. Maybe Shiba Inu Friday space is kind of happening here. Shiba Inu Fridays. You know,
I'm not saying
on
I'm
the Crypto Breakfast Club.
The alpha and the stuff today, but
Maybe
the
it's
contest,
happening.
the new ideas.
I like it. We've got the official Shib account in the space too, so shout out to the official Shib account, of course. That obviously boosted our reach here a little bit, so that's freaking awesome. We appreciate that. And we do have a good following over on the live streams too right now on X and YouTube, especially for a Friday. A long weekend Friday too, where people are already checked out, starting their weekend. So shout out to everybody listening.
I think Shelby's got her hand up real quick.
Let's do it.
Yeah, is Shiba Inu's in this space? I'm having trouble looking through. If they want to come up and speak, and or if someone on the panel could speak about what they do and who they are.
They're in here. They just put a heart up.
Speak about Shiba Inu.
Yeah. You gotta be like Zach, who doesn't know anything about technology supposedly. What is a Shiba Inu? You know? So
No. Like Shiba
No.
News.
Yeah. So I'll talk a little bit about it because I just kind of found out about them last night. They run a Discord with a whole bunch of different Shibarium projects in there. And it connects to their Twitter accounts. So anytime there's a tweet, it'll go straight to the Discord. Plus, they post a whole bunch of other news and updates about Shib. If you go in there, you can customize your Discord for you by selecting your roles. So if you're more excited about one project than others and you don't want to get updated, you don't have to. It's a really cool Discord. I'll pin it in the top for everybody to see, but there's a lot of great projects in there, and the guy running the account is quick to add. He just added Wolf Tools last night, so if you join and your project's not in there, just reach out to him, and I'm sure he'll get you updated pretty quick. The other thing is you do have to hold like a certain Shibarium ecosystem token to be able to join. You have to connect your wallet to CollabLand, and else I forget which ones it searches for. I know K9's one. I think Sharby and the LTD NFTs might be some others. I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, you connect your wallet, and then it'll grant you access to the Discord, and then you can customize it with which projects you want to stay updated with.
Yo, real quick, guys. We have a celebrity in the room, and I don't know if you noticed. He's on the stage right now. Coach George, where the hell have you been?
Oh, hey, what's happening? Just kind of laying low, behind the scenes kind of stuff. I heard a lot of talk about the metaverse, and that's why I wanted to come up this morning. Gaming, yeah, that was mentioned. Yes, gaming, and maybe games peter out. Who knows? New games will come along. The thing that hasn't been discussed is interaction. And so, from a social standpoint, if you can hang out from somebody from another country and high five each other, it's kind of the initial thoughts why I invested in the metaverse, and obviously our project is been invested in it on the land side. Russ, made a good point. You just don't know when it's going to start, but there is someone in development. Obviously, some of you probably know Marcy left and is working on a lot of other things and really being out there, which is great. But they do have a developer. And you can see it through her tweet. They had a bridal shower for her the other day. So, my opinion, not financial advice, is they're still working on it. And again, the main thing I think is if you want to invest in it and you don't know when it's going to happen, you have to take that social interaction into play. And the retail side, this was something that, I learned 2 years ago from a friend. That was in, I think it was Decentralization, and he was talking about they had, I don't know, girls fashion. I think it was Fendi, one of the purse manufacturers, and I'm like, so, all right, so you can go in there and you can look at the purses on, cartoons. This is, my way of speaking 2 years ago, and you can buy it and have it sent to your house. And he's like, yeah. And they're also selling his NFTs for like $500. I was like, you could do a picture and sell a purse for your metaverse character. Yeah. So that kind of blew my mind. I'm not saying there's going to be stuff for $500 NFTs out there, but there may be. But that's the retail side is, you can actually walk into a store, possibly with a friend, right? Social interaction, and see something cool and have it sent to your house, or, use it in the metaverse. That's it. Unless you have a question.
My man, thanks for coming back, man. Yeah, it's been a while since you've joined us in the space, man. Good to have you back in here. Appreciate that. Shelby, go ahead. And we'll get over to Shiba Inus next.
Any chance of opening a pump fund style app on Shibarium that would include some method of burning Shib or even bone? A question from Telegram.
Ooh, interesting.
Stay tuned.
Oh, okay. LCD's working on it or what?
I can't say. It actually there is some stuff in the works. Not from LTD, but I'll just say stay tuned.
Shelby is helping run our TG guys, by the way. So if you guys have questions, you could drop comments here on the space too. Shelby, who's running the Crypto Breakfast Club Twitter handle. Make sure you guys are following that, hopping into Telegram, because the conversation keeps rolling when we're not, live. So there's questions coming in there. Anybody else have a take on that? Russ, did you unmute there for a second?
Not that specifically. I actually, I gotta go. I got another meeting. I'm a few minutes late for. I just didn't want to hop off without saying, thanks everybody, and I'll catch up with you guys soon on the next one. Right?
Appreciate you, brother.
All right, you too. Later.
Coach G, you had your hand up there for a sec? Go ahead.
I did. There was something I forgot to say. Earlier, you were talking about getting and look, this is not financial advice, but I've been in crypto for a really long time, crypto years. You talked about getting your initial out, so you're not at risk. And that's something I believe in as well. So just hearing you say that was refreshing this morning. People probably have heard me on space before. If you can get your initial plus 20%, then you beat the stock market for a year and then play, so you forget about the volatility. But let's say you got money in a 401k, right? I'm one of the older people here, probably. You want compound interest. You want your money to grow over time. And so making good money and getting your initial out is wise advice, but not a financial advisor.
Yeah, it allows you to stay in the game. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. If you're just going after 100x after 100x, you're going to get burned real quick. So slowly stack your chips, get to a point where you can take on more risk. You know what I mean? Slowly stack your chips, get to a point where, for me, it's like 70% in Bitcoin, Ethereum. I just want to match and mirror the market. That is literally the market. 70% of the crypto market is Bitcoin, Ethereum. So why not make 70% of my portfolio Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then take chances, take calculated risks with 30% of my money, right? That's kind of the way. I think it's just, don't overthink it. You know what I mean? So Shiba Inus, you're up here. What's up? What's on your mind?
Hey, mic check.
Gotcha. Yep.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. How's everybody doing? I love you, Shibarium. First and foremost, I've been here for a few years now. A lot of you have known me for a long time. I see a lot of familiar faces. I love you guys. Basically, Shiba Inus is just a server that kind of brings all the Shibarium projects together. It's basically your library of intelligence. If you walked into a library for Shibarium and said, I'm looking for this, chances are I'll have it in the server. And if I don't have it, tell me I don't have it and I'll find it for you. I got price bots. I have NFT listings and sales bots. I have Twitter feeds, I have YouTube videos, I have TikToks, I have giveaways, I have everything. My wife's been super patient with me. She's sitting right here listening too. I mean, this has been a huge project. I got a lot of supporters. I want to give a shout out literally to every single Shibarium citizen ever. I love every single one of you guys, man. Been here forever. That's all I have. Shiba Inus is so awesome. It's a great resource. Right now, the tokens required to get in are 500,000 C Fund tokens, 1 Shib Dream NFT, 5 Shib Co-op Founders NFTs, or 3 million K9 tokens. In 2 days, the day after tomorrow, I will be adding way more token gated roles so that basically if you're a holder in Shibarium for any of the projects, you can get into the server. The beauty of it, as previously mentioned by Wolf Tools, is it is customizable to you. You select what projects you're interested in. You get their feeds, you get their intelligence. Everyone can post intelligence. It's got walkthroughs. It's got stuff for Shibarium, stuff for Shiba Swap. It's got hidden intelligence. For example, just an example, in Shib the Metaverse, I took all the Metaverse yard lands because this is not a filter in OpenSea. I filtered all of them to show Ryoshi's own diamonds. I have a filtered link for Ryoshi's own diamonds in Metaverse intelligence within the server. I've got a whole bunch of stuff like that. You'll basically see me popping in and out of projects like, hey, what's this? And then you'll tell me, I'll copy paste it and put it in the server, especially if it's from a moderator, because I'm basically quoting what moderators say. If you look up my chat in the Shibarium Technology Discord server, basically most of it is copy paste from what moderators say. You were talking about the Shib burns. So I'll just tell you what I have on it. As far as the explanation for Shib Torch, this was a picture taken. So if you join the server and you go to Shibarium, there's a Shibarium category, there's a Shib Torch channel. That is a picture that I took from Maximus. It says auto burn will be accumulated from the Shibarium gas fees, which will be bridged to Ethereum and burnt in Ethereum. Bridged to Ethernet and burnt to Ethereum. We will have a burn portal for this soon. Obviously, this was before the Shib Torch came out. Anyone will be able to trigger the burns. Also, Bone will be swapped to Shib gradually in a way to not cause negative price action. Converted to Shib, and Shib will be burnt. There will be a percentage dedicated to Shib, Bone, and other ecosystem tokens as well. If you guys have any questions or anything else, I'm always here, literally available 24/7. Shoot me a message, join the server. I'm here for you guys. And I literally don't benefit. It's actually costing me a little bit of money to get into here.
When Coyote?
When join Shiba Inu server?
When send Discord link?
When pavement? God damn.
Wanted to say that actually last night, C-Fun, I have to give a shout out to Doxy and Metatron. Those two guys have been kind of helping me and like walk through like, hey, you could do this and make it a little bit better. I've been kind of customizing their project for them. We got a little surprise in the works, but last night they did announce on their space in X that they are officially Shiba Inu's first partner. So when you join, you'll see the VIP partnerships at the very top. You'll get their Twitter feeds and their channel where you can go talk immediately without even having to select their role. I'm going to do that for every single partner that I get. My price bots, I'm just going to hit them real quick. I'm trying to get as much stuff as I can because there's so many important people here that I'd rather listen to talk than me talk. I have Ethereum price bots, ETH price bot, gas price bot, Bone, Leash, Shib, Bad, Bitcoin, K9, LTD. Congratulations on the launch again. Want to shout out Crimson, Hero, Sharby. You guys are awesome. Thanks for giving me a chance. They're not in the server yet, but they have set up a meeting with me. They've been super supportive as well. Thank you. Thanks for everybody that's being patient. Got to give a shout out to Left Brain for building the bots, building the bots, the price bots and everything. That I have Mantra's NFT listings bots in there as well. What's cool about this whole thing, fully customizable, right click, mute, right click, notifications. So Shiboshi's NFT listings. I have notifications turned on to my phone. If you check my wallet, it's how I have so many good Shiboshis. Once one is listed, I get a push notification on my phone because of the bot that I have. Feel free to customize it however you'd like, and please feel free to reach out to me if you need any help with anything. And final note, just to please state, thank you guys. Please go check out C-Fun. They're super awesome. My first partner, not really my first partner. The server's not for me. It's for Shibarium. Again, I don't benefit. I just built it for everybody. So thanks for letting me speak.
When Shark Tank.
Absolutely. Real quick, guys, I just want to give a shout out to Michael down there. I see you, homie. A little friend of the show. He comes up once in a while, but he normally just be lurking and stuff. But he does have a show, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, 6:30, Pacific or whatever the fuck. I don't know that time zone shit anymore. I don't live in America.
Did you just say 9:30?
You're not even close, bro.
Yeah.
You're not even. No, we're 9:30.
No, 9:30 p.m. You dinks.
Moving on.
This is Sharby. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, this is all dolled up speaking for Sharby, but she said I could speak for her today.
Let's go.
I just wanted to say this is a really great space. I like the idea of the Friday Shiba Inu ecosystem discussion. Enjoyed being here. I have to hop off for a meeting, so I just didn't want to dip out and have y'all wonder where Sharby went. But this is awesome. I like the conversation happening here. Super informative to sit and listen to, and I appreciate this perspective and the comments made. Having the questions roll in from TG, just a really great space. So we will be back. Gonna hop off for my 10 a.m. meeting. I'm a little late. But thank you for having us. Let's go.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Always welcome back. Bring the whole Sharby community with you always. 100%.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Peace out. Have a good weekend. Mar, what's up?
Yeah, no, two questions, Zach. I mean, first, what's your take on Bitcoin? I know it's trading now sideways. Do you see it going like this throughout the whole month of September? Or are we going to see do you think we're going to see the 49, 48 again?
I think we could retest it down there. Well, that's probably for the other Zach. I'll just give you one quick thing, and then I want Zach to speak because he's going to know better than me. On average, September's the worst month for Bitcoin.
You nailed it.
Zach.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say that too. Yeah, we're definitely going to retest those levels. If you look at the history, September is the worst month, so really not much to go forward from that. But
it's followed by October, which on average Bitcoin goes up 27%. November on average Bitcoin goes up 36%. So it's like,
I agree.
You gotta take 2 steps back before 4 steps forward, I guess.
No wonder it goes down. It's your birthday month, Jesus.
And
my birthday's around Halloween. But yeah, I think we're gonna retest those levels 100%, Mark. Sorry. So stable.
No, don't be sorry. I'll be ready to buy. I know it's gonna
we'll be in Miami drinking, Mark.
Yeah. I hope it goes to the 40s. I don't want to bring too much fear.
I'm gonna hit you up when there's ETH Miami. We're gonna go to the bar, Club 11, and we're gonna ape into some pre-sales.
Next year, bro. It's already scheduled.
I haven't had a drink since December 31st, man. And before that, I've had maybe 2 drinks in the last 2 years, maybe 10 drinks in the last 4 years. Only when I go to Club 11, But I just go to Club 11 to show off my colognes, drive the girls crazy there.
Yo, you know what? This is the guy who's in the club and you walk by him and then you just get a whiff and then you pass out because he has 30 fucking gallons of cologne all over his fucking face.
Yeah, man. I got over $15,000 worth of colognes, man.
And he wears them all at one time.
And maybe $500 worth of clothes. I love colognes, man. I don't like spending money on clothes or nothing like that. $49 shoes. Fuck that. And the last question, Zach, I don't know. I read I read somewhere where we have a Shark Tank for next week, Wednesday.
Yeah, what about it?
Do we have anyone for Shark Tank next week?
Right now, we got a bunch of feelers. Not a lot of people want to spend money right now, I think, because the market's kind of, in a weird spot. But, something we're doing, we want to just do, like, sponsorships of the show. And like, just keep it, like, very affordable. That's something Zach and Paige and I were talking about. So if you're interested and want to be a sponsor of, like, a show, or if you want, like, weekly coverage, hit us up. Hit Zach up, hit Paige up, or myself, and we'll put you in the right direction. Why, you got somebody, Mar? You got somebody interested, or what?
No, I'm in a small chat, and your Shark Tank came up, from a project. So I thought,
Gotcha.
I thought that you sealed the deal or something, but I'll get to them again to see what's going on.
You can do month partnerships too, promotions, anything. Just hit us up, Mark.
100%.
And Mark, if it's Club 11, just have them reach out to me directly. Let's be honest here.
Hey, we got Mutasco up here. A couple other people want to speak. We got about 13 minutes left on this Friday. I just want to say thank you. This has been an awesome space. Shout out to the entire Shib Army, Shib community, everybody showing up and showing out today. It's been phenomenal. So shout out to everybody. Let's see here.
Zach, let me get, last question, man. Yeah. Sorry about that. Since we're in the Shiba, and I was gonna, whatever happened to the Shiba Inu coins that were sent to Vitalik, and then he gave it to India for something? Whatever happened to those coins? Are they still there, or all that burn that they did?
No, they used it for, I forget, like an earthquake, I think, happened, or there was some major
COVID relief fund, right?
Was that what it was? Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, because COVID hit India hard. Yeah.
Yeah, so he sent them the coins to sell to help with all of that. And then he sent them a smaller bit, and then he burnt the rest. And then that's kind of what sparked the big bull run for Shib.
Yep. Yeah, it was like 50% of the supply was initially sent to Vitalik, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right, let's see here. Somebody's unmuted, or somebody's not muted. I don't know who it is. Is that Monet? Monet, mute your mic. Hello? Mute your mic. What's happening? Can anybody tell me what's happening?
Okay. I love when Zach asks what's happening. That shit makes me laugh. He doesn't do it often, but when he does, he's just like, what's going on?
What's going on? What's happening right now? What's happening? Crypto Safe Trade, I think, was in here, and then Shelby, and then we'll get up to Mutasco to close out the show.
Yeah. Hello, guys. I hope that you're well. Yeah, just quickly to react to the Mark's question, and something that I didn't mention yesterday. It's also another thing, another thesis that people should look at is that from September on, the Fed is going to basically decrease the interest rates. And from the 18th of September, what we have seen, if we look at the history, is that, only 2 times we pumped. The rest of the time, the S&P 500 dumped during 8 to 1 year from the first interest rate cut. So the S&P 500 was correlated to that. And we have seen a lot of time during this year and previous years that Bitcoin is highly correlated to the S&P 500. And what does it mean also in terms of the economic cycle? It also means recession. So we could clearly see the last run of this economic crisis with this recession before seeing the sunny days talking about TradFi and global economy. And what does it mean for Bitcoin? We could clearly see Bitcoin following the path of the S&P 500 and gets hit by that. And not a lot of people talk about that, but that's really could be the case. And to finish, regarding where the price action could go, as I explained it yesterday, and I would finish on that. During 8 months now, nobody was interested in buying Bitcoin between like 53K and 74K. We have only seen basically pump without any consolidation, kind of like failed V-shaped recovery. And what is most likely to happen is to go to 43, 46K. There we will, in my opinion, consolidate for like four weeks, between 4 and 8 weeks minimum, and then only we will be able basically to push to the upside. And because of the fact that we are really late in terms of the cycle, like a lot of people, I don't personally see it going beyond 80 to 86K max. And that could make sense because 43, 46K could be a zone of interest for the buyers and investors because they could see it making a 2x. So that would make sense. And to basically 80K zone. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And this is how I see the market in the future. So bearish for me.
Yeah, no, appreciate it. There's so many different things to look at. And, you know, depending on which metrics you look at, I mean, what am I trying to say? There's a lot of conflicting data, and we're also in a new spot because we have ETFs. So it's going to be interesting to play out. I think, you know, just kind of zoom out here and look at the big picture. I think I don't think we're at our all-time high yet in this cycle. I'll say that. You know, what can happen in the next month, 2 months, 3? You know, a lot can happen. The other thing we haven't really talked about is, like, look at the charts after U.S. elections, the last 2 elections, 2016, 2020. Markets have looked really, really good post-elections. Bitcoin in particular, which obviously is the market. So, yeah, I mean, it'll be fun to watch play out. No matter what, I'll be here. We'll be here. And we'll be breaking it down and finding ways to navigate the space and make money. Mutasco, I want to give Mutasco the mic here, but Shelby, go ahead. I see the hand up there, and then we'll get up to Mutasco.
Yeah, no problem. There was a recent post, but I'm sure Mutasco will cover that. And also the recent giveaways, if someone could just briefly touch on that. And then, you know, be sure to follow us on Telegram. Our space is Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but occasionally we will schedule a Telegram chat. So hop in there. You can continue the conversation. I'll pass it over to someone that can cover the giveaways.
Who paid? That was your idea, buddy. So that's
no. Don't throw me under the bus.
No, dude, you brought it up.
No.
Dude, you brought it up. That's your duty now.
Okay, you were so proud of yourself that you.
No, I am.
Yep.
But hold on, we're missing.
That was all you.
Hold on, time out. We're missing.
You can't bring all that up and then throw it off to someone.
I know
you guys
that. Hold on, listen. We're missing LTD, right? We're missing. What was it?
Crimson's here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Crimson. Zach, did Zach from Subway say you're doing something or no? I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay, Zach from Subway. I'm just gonna mess. Well, the thing is, if I message everybody on Sharby, yeah, if I message everyone, I don't know.
Sharby's doing theirs in their Telegram. So if you post in their Telegram that you were at this space, they will tip you with, I think it was the C-Fund bot.
There you go.
Okay.
Zach, C-Fund was another one.
Zach,
yeah, but they posted up top too. People just got to join their Telegram and prove they were here, and they'll get tipped.
So C-Fund and Sharby.
Can you DM me in the back channels and let's figure this out with LTD or whatever, and you guys, and then does that work?
Yeah, all I need you to do is pick me 2 winners that have retweeted the space and followed all you guys, as well as LTD. Just make sure they're following LTD too. And get me their wallets, and then I will send them the NFTs. Well, I'll bug Shibarium to send them the NFTs.
Awesome.
And then send me those same wallets, and I'll send them $1 million wolves each.
$1 million each. Okay, cool. All right, let's
$1 million. For that $1 million, I'll also be sending one of my wallets. Thank you.
Hey, if they hold it long enough, you know.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, I was quiet this entire time. Do I get the giveaway that Mar was giving?
Mar?
Mar's just gonna give you a gallon of cologne. Don't bet on him at all.
All right, let's get up to Mutasco and close out the space. Another great one, guys. Mutasco, what's up?
Hey Zach, thanks for the space. I've been listening in. I'm not gonna talk much because I have my thoughts put in the comment section. For anybody who loves to do boring stuff, go do that. But it's also important to understand that. And Zach, if you go back to our communication, this was way back in June. I had DM'd you. And I said something, so I was very happy today. When I saw the title yesterday, I had a smile on my face because I'm like, this is amazing, because that's what the space is missing, right? And I get it. If you have a null hypothesis for Shib, you would say Shib is not going to work out. And then you have to watch all the things that would make it possible. And I think if you take Shib aside and you take all the different projects that are building around it, and then go back to the report that I referenced by Van Eck, they did an excellent job in that report, because if you take Ethereum as an ecosystem, and you take Ethereum as like a blockchain, there's a difference between that, right? And so what is composed of the ecosystem of Ethereum, the layer 2s, and then you drill down to different levels, it starts to open your eyes into the scale of the economy. So you say, okay, it's China versus US. What does that mean? So let's say Bitcoin versus Ethereum. And then you start breaking it down by state by state. I don't know what it's called in China, but you get my drift. And I think what you're doing right now, if you go back to our communication, there's this Wall Street veteran that was, he's into crypto now, but he said something that was profound, because he said, you know, Ethereum has a marketing problem. And it isn't that they deliberately squeezed out dollars out of marketing. It's just that, I mean, these guys are full of builders, and you know, there's a single tweet that and I'll pin it here for everybody who wants to look at it. I think Vitalik kind of nailed it, right? I love the guy, because when all these people say all kinds of crap, he comes out and then he just shuts it down in a single tweet. And I loved it because it was just one. I don't remember when. I think it was in March. I believe it was in March. I just posted it. You guys can go look at it and kind of get where I'm coming from with this. A lot of people are complaining, are the layer 2s dead? What's going on? Take Shibarium as part of that economy. And if you're somebody betting on, okay, is this going to grow? How long is it going to take? What is it going to take for that to happen? And I think K9 Finance, what they're doing there is fantastic. Okay, I love all the things that they were talking about. Right, at the end of the day, we need, and it's not about I'm going to pay you to do this. It's about, is somebody here willing to take it upon themselves to educate people about what actually matters within these ecosystems? And that's kind of what I put in the tweet And then I just posted the single tweet from Vitalik on all of the things that they're building to make all the noise that people like to say about Ethereum go away. At some point it will, but is it going to happen right now, 2 months from now? Who knows? It may happen, it may not, but it doesn't mean that people are not building. And I think, I don't know what your mission is, Zach, but you may want to change that crypto breakfast and put your profile pictures on there. You and Shelby and Zach from Subway and Paid. I don't know if you guys are a team now, but you can kind of put, because I learned from what Crypto Town Hall Mario did. You know how he would tell everybody to go follow that link, that handle, and it's been hard to get people there. I don't know what the problem is, but we need to boost that Crypto Breakfast handle. And the way you do that is just to remind people every day to go follow it if you indeed want to make that kind of the main source of your content distribution. But at the end of the day, this was a fantastic space. I think if you carve out, let's say the next time you say, okay, the Ton ecosystem, or you pick up another random ecosystem somewhere and just give them a highlight. They don't have to pay you nothing. It's what I learned about this is when you do that, and I learned this from Laura Shin, right? She came from TradFi, Wall Street, mainstream media stuff, right? And then she started talking about how she got into crypto, and this is what she did. Like, she started reaching out to people, right? What do you have that would give you access to the builders of this space? Okay, yeah, you have a content distribution platform. You call it Crypto Breakfast, whatever, right? And so how do you get scoop into these builders? Okay, and how you do that is giving them free publicity. Because they don't have enough time to allocate into some of these things. Yeah, the community will force them one way or the other to like, yeah, let's do marketing, let's list on this exchange. But most of the time, this type of content distribution is the new way. People want real information. They want it now. They don't want it filtered. They just want things raw. And I think that's a new thing that is playing out. And for those that understand it, they're going to win big time, because by the time people realize, oh my gosh, the whole game has changed. It's already late because some people have already set their positions. So I'd love to see more of this. And this is directly to you, Zach, Zach Humphrey. You don't ask for things, but you put yourself out there. So you get what you put yourself out there for. And I'm just throwing it onto your face. But please try and figure out how you can do this, because eventually it may take you in the line of the Laura Shin model, right? Because she ended up having a lot of exclusive access to some of the top long-term, you call it the technical side of crypto. And that actually helps you as an individual, because then you elevate your position above all the influencers or whatever. I don't know what category, but I don't call you an influencer, because I think you have a unique way of presenting your things. And one thing I like about you is, and I've followed you forever, since the early Shib days, I see a lot of consistency of who you are. And the last thing I'll say, I remember in one of the spaces you had done like what did you call it? A cappella of your media day. Like, is it sports broadcaster or whatever? Right? Remember that? When you did that little tip you threw out there, I was like, this is really good. The question to you is, what part of that skill can you integrate into crypto and make it different? I don't know. It's just something that came to my mind, because you did a really great job and just showing us the other side of what you have as like your capabilities, right? And if this is the new content distribution model, how can you make your content distribution unique and lead the way? And I'll leave you at that. But again, thank you for the space as always. Guys, please go read that VanEck report. It's a very, very, very thorough report. It has a lot of information in there. And if you're somebody who's part of the Shib ecosystem, and I heard Buzz saying somebody was asking him, you know, what is K9, what is banning something going to help the K9? This is the problem we have. Like, it's very difficult, and I don't blame people like that, because it's like, yeah, how is this going to help the token? And it's like, well, yeah, you have to look at it broadly, right? You know, if you're playing within a potential $1 trillion market, the question you want to ask is, what percentage of that will go to Shibarium? And if, let's say, 2% or 1% goes to Shibarium, what part of it will go to the rest of the protocols that are built on top of Shibarium? It's abstract, but you get my point. Have a good day, guys.
Mutasco, sorry. Can I ask you something? If the blockchain that made Shibarium has a company like the BNDES Bank, the Brazilian bank, as a customer, is this something that we have to read about, talk about, watch about? Just a question.
You're asking if the blockchain that Shibarium is built on top has a relationship with a bank in Brazil? Is that what you're asking?
Well, the relationship is that the BNDES Bank of Brazil is a customer, just like Shibarium is a customer of unification. I mean, a blockchain is a blockchain. And if you have a blockchain that is building a real utility with real money, I mean, well, that's say a lot, I think.
No, but you made a good point. I think what you just said there is like the web of, it's almost like the onion, right? You're peeling at the layers of all the opportunities. And I think, and I could go on a tangent on the different Shiba cows, for example. What they're doing within the Shibarium ecosystem is amazing because of the NFC integration, the technology. So you start to go out of just the blockchain realm, and you ask the question, well, if it's a real company and you're plugging them onto the blockchain, that real company doesn't have to sit here and say, oh my gosh, we're in a bear market. Because every season they have a market. They have a recurrent demand. So when you have the success of linking the real world to the blockchain, you have it both ways, right? So if you're somebody who owns it, and I'll reference something for people to go look at. I think Chainlink did a report. They said what it's called, the blockchain. I think the title, it has to do with it's something to do with linking real world assets on the blockchain, and I forgot the title. It's something blockchain problem. It's either blockchain interoperability problem or something like that. But if you go look at Chainlink's report on that, it'll give you an idea of why this is important. Because now you have a real world. You get some stability. It's a good thing. So I think what you said is a good thing.
We're losing you there a little bit, Mutasco. At least I was toward the end.
Me the same. Sorry. Doesn't matter.
But I still think most of it got back to your point there, Iceman. So good stuff as always. Mutasco, also just appreciate you, man. You're making me think about a lot of different stuff. Always do. And I think that's anybody who can make me think, and I love that. You know what I mean? So that's what these conversations are all about. Bringing a bunch of new people in here and different ideas and different opinions. So another great space today. Thank you again for everybody showing up here and showing out again here on a Friday. It's been a pleasure. It's been awesome. We're going to continue to do this. Woof Tools, you got something for us before we head out?
Yeah, just one last quick thing, because it just came out an hour ago officially, so I just wanted to bring it up to everyone. Wolf Tools is a proud sponsor of the Web3 Congress in Barcelona. It's being put on by the guy that ran the Shib admin accounts. Bad Idea and Nero on ETH are also sponsors. And then Ragnar and Xanders will be there. Plus, they're trying to get more projects outside of Shib and more projects within Shibarium to come. So I pinned that up top and it's on my profile. So be sure to check that out. Thank you.
Awesome. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate you always being here, too. Appreciate everybody's support. And have a great weekend. Have a phenomenal weekend, a long Labor Day weekend. Hopefully you spend some time with family, friends. Enjoy it if you're in the U.S. And, it's cliche, but get out there and touch some grass. Do some things to get away from the charts a little bit and have a good time. And we'll be back. We'll be back Monday. I think as long as everybody's good, Zach paid. The show will go on Monday. I know it's a holiday, but we'll be back Monday. Business as usual. And, if you want to join us, obviously, welcome to, as always. So appreciate it, everybody, again. We'll see you guys. Have a great rest of your day and phenomenal weekend. See ya. And for those of you on the live stream, we will see you later.